streets. Rapping shot on these beats. A lazy man gon' stop, but Atlanta always gon' eat. Everybody can't do what I do, that's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all through the Lou. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused, man, with 1 million copies sold. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name.
Chicago, nigga.
Stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. Y'all know what
King
I mean.
Kong
They
ain't got
hungry
that
fiends.
on me.
Think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding 'cause I'm bread making homie. And they can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You got that picture Toby. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe.
King Kong ain't got that on me.
I'm the hollow point tip, pointing at you, ready to kill. These suckers better chill, but I ask brother Will. The king is in the building, so you haters take a kneel.
Tell your mama you and shit.
Say my name. What's my name? Say my name. Yeah.
Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is the Crash Out Room. This is the Crash Out Room. My name is the Gingerbread Man. Come in, come in, come in. And also, please, 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 please hit the like button. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed, because this shit finna get juicy tonight. This shit finna get juicy to fucking night. Was this a battle royal? Was this a situation where the Toronto Tempo Bigs was supposed to jump off the top tight rope and jump on top of Angel and having a motherfucking battle royal? Was this supposed to be going on? Yeah, goddamn it, go get your popcorn tonight. Go get your goddamn popcorn. I don't know, you got about 5, maybe a little bit less minutes to go and get your goddamn popcorn. But go get your goddamn popcorn, because this is, if any night, this is a night where you're going to have to come and watch. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Come in, come in, come in. Have you a 20-twin twin? Listen, man, I'm going to just say it real plain and simple. Real plain and simple. At the end of the day got to end. And it was a situation where everything that is going on right now, everything that is happening right now is definitely a bad look for the WNBA. This is a bad look for how the referees are not able to contain dissatisfaction and the temperature that when it rises to be able to step in and say, hey, calm it down, slow it down, stop fucking around. You got what I'm saying? They have failure to do that. They have failure to not be able to, stop the temperature or of the actual problem, the actual situation. And I would say this, y'all. Every single night, Angel got to fight. Every single night, if it ain't certain things that's going on her end, the other end definitely gonna let it be known that she is on attack. And I just wanted to say, why is it just, why I gotta be this way? Why do it have to be this way? My whole thing was, things get chippy down low. We already know that. Things happen down low. We already know that. Situations happen down low. We already know that, right? So my whole thing is that at the end of the day, people know that how things supposed to go. They test you, right? They know that they're wrong, and they know that what they're doing is wrong. But people still test you because Angel is kind. And even if you're a kind person, there are people that will just walk all over you. There are people that will intentionally or unintentionally feel that it's okay to disrespect you. There are people who will step on your toes if you say nothing at all. There are also people that just want to be mad at you for whatever reason that they have in their mind to be upset at you so that it could make them feel better. Angel has had all of that. Myself also. You got what I'm saying? Me, myself, and I have been experiencing those type of things. Where it is, you can be as good as you want. But sometimes people, they just won't let you be. They just got to have some type of problem with you, and you've done nothing at all. And this is Angel. She has done nothing at all. Sometimes people just want to have a problem because they're jealous of you. So when they have a problem with you, they're jealous of you, or they want something that you have or you have had. You understand? So therefore, Angel has came into the WNBA with an NIL deal, with one of the biggest NIL deals, coming in from college and doing her thing, right, chat? So, a lot of the players that was before Angel did not get to do that. A lot of players before Caitlin didn't get that. And those players that came in, Kiki and all of them that came in behind Angel, them came in with those type of deals, with those type of intentions of being super mega stars. Where the WNBA has promoted Caitlin Clark, and then they had to promote Angel Reese by accident by trying to villainize Angel Reese. What's good, Brother Jabari? Villainize Angel Reese in the midst of it all. Angel Reese has been the actual, what can we say? The actual villain of it all. And there's people that want to make you a villain no matter what because they target you. That's right. All right. What's going on? You said that when I said that, Star Home 1584. Yeah, there's people that automatically look at you and have their gaze on you and try to figure out and measure you up. The people that looks at you and just don't like you. And that's all right, because a lot of people don't like me, but it's a whole lot of people that do. And I just want to be here with the people that do like and love me, that understand, that really, really know exactly how I really feel. Angel, all she wants is the same. Angel really wants the same thing, and she really is a peaceful person, but they draw her out to be a diva. They draw in some of these Twitter X formats. You can see on some of the social media platforms with those other people, you know who they is. You know who these other people is. On some of these other platforms, they have Angel as the problem. And Izzy, that wasn't so bad. Izzy was going for the ball behind Angel Reese when she has a posted up and sealed, which they know you can't wrap your arms around, but nothing Angel could do can stop the onslaught. Nothing can help Angel with these people. These people, like people that's always in my lifetime, they come in like they're nice and good, but turned off of you real fast because of your light, your stardom, your gift by God, and also your talent. The gift meaning that you are a conscious person that loves. That's the biggest gift. And they, the people who find time to not like you, to find time to have a problem with you, you have done nothing at all to these people. You have not robbed their mother, their father, disrespected them at all, took their money, slapped their children, you know what I mean, stole a woman, none of that stuff. But they find time to have problems with you. Yes, that is called jealousy. When you have done nothing at all to these people and they find to have a problem with you and you try to be a non-conflictable person, they have in their minds summed up that you're not better than them, because Izzy really think that she's better than Angel. And I've had the same thing around me. And I understand the experience. Izzy Harrison really thinks that she is better. And me, being an artist and basketball, sports, we've had and been on teams. There's been people in many teams, no matter what type of team, there's people that think that they're better than you, but why are you getting this praise? Why are you liked so much? Or what do you, Why did you get so much of the gift? There's people that is like that does those type of things, ill-motivated things to you when you've done nothing at all. But just be you. Oh, he too loud. Oh, he don't do enough. Oh, he ain't just that. Okay. If it ain't for you, like my man K-Sep say, it could be for others. Move the fuck on. Move around. Stop being around here but hating on people. And that's what Izzy found herself doing. And the temperature got real hot. And the referees did not step in. They just let it happen. This is what goes on when people around see things that are wrong, but try to step out of it and try to make sure that they are not the one to call the play foul. Well, welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sep. What's going on, K-Sep? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. I don't know, they still going on. They want me to stay up long, and I got to get up in the morning. I was trying. But anyway, shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to all my peoples. You know what I'm saying? In the building. Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports with Sister Keisha, Messy Ass, and then, of course, Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. Hey, y'all, I say this, y'all. This is a problem in the WNBA. They can't keep the main thing the main thing. And what is the main thing? The main thing is the growth of the sport. That's the main thing. But you can't grow the sport when you got motivations up underneath you to grow the sport. I want to acknowledge my chat. Sister Angie Dawkins, you in here. I see you. I started, let her home. I see you in here, Sister Victory. I see you in here. Brother Van, she wins. All my peoples. Vader, I see you up in here, Mr. 6688, my main man. I see you up in here. Who is this? Retired Richards, my man. Hey, I'm hope the one day, you know what I mean, be able to just slow it down but never retire. Ray, I see you in the building. Brad Makers in the house. Skull Brian Nation is in the house. Listen, y'all, when you come in, hit the like button and then, of course, subscribe. I would say, man, look, check this out. We knew things was not going so good with Angel in the beginning of the game, right? Just, you know what I mean? We knew that in the beginning of the game, before it got to this point, there were chippy moments that should have been checked. And some people call it hard defense, yeah. And, you know, Isabel Harrison was looking good. You know what I mean? She was doing her game. She was playing her game. You know, Isabel Harrison, you know, she had a knee injury. This is her second year off of that knee injury. And she was on New York last year. And then, of course, she came to the Tempo this year. So she went from the Chicago Sky, then New York, then Toronto Tempo. So this is it. I'm just telling y'all. This is it. Angel on the Chicago Sky in 2024. Angel Reese came to the Chicago Sky. Her and Camilla started in 2024. For those who don't know or don't know the history of these two, Isabel Harrison was one of the veterans that was on the Chicago Sky that actually supposed to have started in the season. Having Angel had came off the bench a couple times, you know what I mean? Because Teaspoon was trying to see what fits, and Angel did not, you know what I mean? Did not wait, because the first game real quickly. Hey, AL504, real quickly, Angel was right and tentative to say, hey, I ain't coming off no damn bench. She was very, very direct. Her motor was very, very known. That she let it be known that, goddamn it, I should be a starter, and that spot is mine. And Isabel Harrison had some type of way that she was feeling for the rest of the season that Angel Reese had taken that spot that actually predominantly supposed to have been hers.
Started between Isabel Harrison and Angel Reese.
Yeah, it was the first half battle. You'll see both of them here getting some calls. A little slap, it gets a little chippy.
So they knew it was getting chippy then. They knew it was getting chippy then. They knew it was getting chippy, but they didn't stop. They didn't say, listen, stop this shit. So to my people, I wanted to play this clip in particular because it was something that I brought to the forefront, and some people thought I was wrong, but I could be still wrong. But it looked like the same thing to me. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me, because I had a back and forth in the chat one of these days. On this day, I had a back and forth, but here it is.
But I mean, this right here is how it got. This is why.
All got knocked out. Marina Mabry didn't like it. Here once again. Ball got knocked out. Marina Mabry. So some people felt that Miller started it because she knocked the ball down. Some people felt that way. But let's see how you feel when our baby girl, because I said it was a competitive thing, it's just knocking the damn ball down. But our baby girl did the same thing. Is it different? No, it's not. It's the ball being knocked down. They was being competitive, and that was what it was. It was no more. Izzy did the same thing. Okay, it's getting chippy. Now, y'all knock it off. Cut it out. Going at it. And this is what happens when you don't stop it. This is what happens when you don't stop it. This is what we deal with when it gets too much. Now, Isabel Harrison knows she can't reach over Angel to go for the ball. She knows this. She's a professional basketball player, right? She got grammar school reps, high school reps, college reps, and she's been a professional basketball player for some time now. So she knows that this was not a basketball play. This was not nowhere near a basketball play. This never could have been a basketball play. Wrapping around, because she had to go from the top. She didn't come from the side. Well, you are allowed to go around to try. But when you go around, most times, people that know angles, most times it's a foul on any type of way. But some people did not think that this was a foul. You have Angel leaning in to collect room. She gave her the bump. Izzy's hands go down. And she goes to show that she was just going for the ball over her back. This is not football. This is not football. This is not getting the running back. This is not the WWF takedown. She really tried, looked like she tried to punish Angel. It looked like that if Angel got hurt in the fall, she wouldn't care at all. Angel like, get her. I done irritated her. Angel then irritated her because she done took her job. And Izzy is trying to prove that Angel Reese is not better. She was doing, of course, we've seen many times Dennis Rodman take that type of stance. We've seen that. This ain't nothing new. We know that Dennis Rodman used to do the same thing. We just gonna keep it 100 with each other. We know that Dennis Rodman used to do these type of stunts to get inside of another player's head. But we talking about Isabel Harrison, not the great Dennis Rodman, the greatest rebounder of all time in the NBA that had a strategy of how he was going to be able to be that glue to the offense and defense. This is not Isabel Harrison. She's never played in that type of format. Now, not to degrade Isabel, because I think that Isabel is a good player. She's nice around the rim. She can shoot the ball. She's burly. She got, you know what I mean? She got moves down low. And she just got herself hurt. You understand? She got hurt. And, you know, we know what happened in Chicago when, you know what I mean, it was supposed to be when Angel got hurt and Angel was gone and Izzy and Dana and all the rest of them had the reins. The rookie was gone. The rookie that was getting all of the shine was out of the way. But they couldn't get it done to get into the playoffs. They couldn't get it done to get it into the playoffs. And Angel Reese, of course, was the fall guy of such. Angel Reese was the fall guy, too much of it. But here you go. I'm going to play some of the pregame, and then we're going to, just for the recordings. What's going on, ADP? If you want to come up, ADP, and we talk about it, that's fine. I'll send you the link. Just let me know if you want to come. I know this is a subject you want to get into, so you could go ahead and tap into it. Now, listen. I'm going to tell y'all something. When you know that it's getting heated, when you know that it's about to go left, you supposed to. What's up, MDT? I'm going to have the panel tonight. When you know it's about to go to left, when it's about to go left, you supposed to do something about it. When you know this shit was about to go left, this shit right here, you gonna come up, MSL. This shit right here went all the way left. Because no one in the beginning of this shit here stopped and tried to pull the goddamn temperature down. This shit here got out of hand because the referees had failure to see that it was a heated situation happening and these girls had history. And Isabel, for what her reason, is not like an Angel because Angel has taken her job before. That was Isabel's motivation. I'm going to show Teaspoon And all of y'all that go and galvanize behind this nappy-headed ass girl, that she ain't the one, I'm it. Y'all know how the women get sometimes with each other because men do the same shit. So this was the time for Isabel Harrison to show the world, to show America, to show that she was the better player between her and Angel. Like I said, Angel did not start off good. Like I said, Angel was getting physically brutalized. This was a deeper wound than what it appears to be just basketball. We all know, those who follow the Chicago Sky and Angel's career coming into professional basketball, that Izzy Harrison had a big problem of coming off the bench. We all know that Izzy had a big problem with coming off the bench from this so-called rookie megastar. So to hold her down, Izzy knew that she had to play Angel a little bit more physical. Angel had to adjust, and she was like, okay, Angel could go with the flow, and however, because listen, Angel is a dominant player, so being physical, that's what she does. That's barbecue chicken. That's how she gets down. This is what she knows how to do. So bring it, Izzy. But once the ref seen that it was getting to this point with these two players, when ref seen that it was getting like this with these two players, when the ref seen that it was getting very, very physical, before this ever happened, it should have been already kindled. It should have been already taken care of. And when you have a coach that has a voice, and this is my problem with Carl Semesco, you knew that it was getting chippy. You knew that it was coming down to this. You knew that it was coming down to this. Because guess what? This is still basketball, guys. This is still basketball.
One corner that Tamika and I are blind to here courtside, so we didn't get a look at it, but that's...
Here's the foul. Physical play down there. And if you're Izzy Harrison, you have been giving Angel Reese fits all night on the defensive end. She's had a hard time to score. So, you know, your emotions are going to be heightened. You've seen what happened. The ball slaps in that first half.
It's right
and
now.
You see over here,
yeah.
Tamika and Begley saying, let's calm down. Let's stay in control.
No.
But you love an emotional fight.
Did y'all see that? Let's calm down. Let's calm down. You should have been let's calm down when the ball slaps. These are good refs. And Semesco should have from the beginning. It was him to be able to say, hey, Angel, come here. On the first, come here. Bring it in. Let's stay here. That's what Semesco to do. And for the other side, for Sandy Bettadello, for her to also say, hey, this is basketball. This is basketball. Calm the hell down. But they didn't do that. Neither one of those coaches stopped this from coming, and the referees let it overboil. Angel almost got hurt. Did you see this way that she fell, guys? You see that angle? Did you see the knee go in the back of Angel's back? Look at the knee. You see the knee? Look at Angel's head popped up. Did y'all see that? That is not a basketball play, Isabel Harrison. Tasha, I'm on your girl's head tonight, baby niece. Because she was mad. Natasha, don't get mad at me. I'm just stating the truth. She could have hurt Angel. She could have really seriously hurt Angel, let alone give her a back injury. She did what she had to do for stopping Angel, but not in that way. You could see this is a bear hug, family, over the top of Angel from a different angle. Nothing about this was good. Angel head goes back, as we can see. You see Angel head is going back. She was pulled back. And Angel knee, that's how her band got off her head. Izzy was trying to hurt the girl. Isabel Harrison was trying to hurt this girl. A veteran, a long-time veteran. Angel was getting back under her skin and coming to fight back in the game so that she can be able to help her team win and beat this team. This was already out of hand, chat. When it got to this point, this was a point of no return. She also should be suspended for one game because this is on, man, this is on Sunday, national TV. This is on Sunday where we enjoy basketball. But that's not basketball, chat. By no means is basketball from every single angle that you want to look. Okay, baby. From every single angle that you want to look, this was not a basketball move. This was not basketball at all. No way, no how you can convince me that the refs could not control or contain what actually was about to be played out with these two players, because we know that a collision has already had begun once they start slapping the ball. We know that Angel was already irritated because she didn't have a fast start. She didn't start off quick. Carl Semesco supposed to be smart enough to come in and say, hey, Angel, calm down. Hey, not for the weak. J-Dub in the building. BJ, I see you. Hit the like button, y'all. The referees was failure in this situation. The referees were supposed to calm the situation that this was going on and happening. The referees are the ones who was in charge of basically the tempo outside of the point guards. The referees are the ones to make sure that this subject, this situation, this motivation would not happen. Izzy goes to the ref and say, what did I do? You know what you did, heifer. I mean, sister. You know what you did. Sorry about that, sisters. You know what you did, but I'm just angry about it. You know that you was being, you know what, 17 points, and she could have helped her team win. But she didn't want to help the team win. She wanted to get back at Angel. She didn't want to help the team win. She wanted to show Teaspoon and those who thought Angel was good that she's better. This is what people do to you. They pick on you, they mess with you, they do things to you underhandedly, slightly. See, I'm a Scorpio, so I got intuition. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of that intuition, and I could test it, I could see it. I could see you coming most times because I'm a visionary. By me being an entrepreneur, I've been able to see all types of souls. That's right, devil, Sister Bernadine. Devilish antics, evil motivation, pretending like everything's all good, but it's really not because of your slight disrespect. You didn't like Angel, and you don't think the Angel is better than you, Izzy. You didn't like Angel from her taking your spot on the Chicago Sky, and you didn't like Teaspoon for letting it happen and letting Angel take your spot. You were upset. Hey, baby sister. You were upset.
Hey, Gummy.
That Angel took your spot as a veteran when she came over to the Chicago Sky. And in the beginning, if all of you remember, Angel did not start the very first game. She let the veterans play. Teaspoon, out of respect of the veterans, was trying to find out the veteran play. Teaspoon, out of respect, was trying to give the veterans their time to shine. But she found out that there was a better one than the veteran that she had to play. And that was Angel Reese. So I'm gonna get to some Mesco, but I'm gonna go back to the girls' family, and then we all gonna commentate on this. Okay?
Okay.
MSL and my baby, ADP. So I'm gonna play the interview with the girls first, and then we gonna go, because I have to put it all together. I have to make sure that we understand that when something affects any person or part of the team, it affects us all. It affects us all if we truly are a team. If we truly are together, whatever affects me affects you, right? When we're at war. Because what's affecting me, we can't roll together to be able to make the goal of the basket. That is in basketball terms. That is in basketball terms. Everyone on the team, they can't jump on Izzy. That ain't what they supposed to do. In hindsight, someone supposed to have done a switch. Put Okada on Izzy. You got to have that one Charles Oakley-like type player. You got to have that one type of Dennis Rodman player. You got to have that one Vernon. You got to have a Maxwell type of player. You got to have that Jose Fernandez. What's his name over there on New York? Lil Jose. An antagonizer when they see BS going on. Somebody that would step up on the team to also be there. These girls are too kind. Too kind. So we're going to listen to the girls, and then we're going to take it from there. Izzy, if she was in the NBA, Izzy would have already got an elbow, a shove, and a push.
When Angel's having that much of an attack at 19 points, like what kind of energy does that kind of provide to you when you get all these additional opportunities second dance?
It's great. I mean, Angel's a beast on the board. She does everything that we need to help us win and accomplish our goals for the game. So I think Angel did really well tonight, keeping her composure and really like battling on the boards.
Yeah, that beer, land beer. They need that.
Oh yeah, we support Angel. She deals with a lot, so yeah, we're here for Angel whenever she needs.
All right, we'll jump to Zoo. Go ahead, Wilton.
Hey, ladies, congratulations on the win. My first question is for you, Izzy. You hit an early 3 in the second quarter to kind of help cut into the deficit, and then you found other ways to score. How much confidence did they kind of give you after hitting that first shot?
Yeah, it's always nice to see your first one go in, and yeah, the players kept finding me, and yeah, it just sometimes it just happens to be your day, and it was nice.
And Alicia, one quick question for you. Toronto jumped out 25-13 in that first quarter. What was the conversation among the group as you guys tried to kind of like settle into the game?
Just from a defensive standpoint, we were letting them get to the basket, not having ball screen defense. So once we locked in and started attacking and transition, I was able to get back in the game.
Go ahead, Glaze.
Keep it up on that same path, Leash. Holding a Britt Slim and Mabry down to 20 points together, that has to have been one of the big things for y'all tonight in order to get this win.
Yeah, they were our main focal point. Marina and Slim, I mean, they're both great players, and the tempo go as they go. So the biggest thing was trying to contain them as much as possible and force them into difficult shots. We know they're gonna hit shots because they're great players. So the biggest thing was just making it difficult for them.
Izzy, 17 points tonight. How did that feel? Have you getting more comfortable in this offense and knowing where to be at and what is expected now?
Yeah, I think things just take time in the WNBA, particularly when you're new and in a new team. So I think, I'm getting a little bit more opportunity, but just trying to make the most of it as well. And, Leash and Rye have been carrying a bit of a load and everyone's trying to help them out. So we're doing whatever we can to contribute to that.
Go ahead, Jamila.
Hey, ladies, congrats on the win. Alicia, I just wanted to...
Ooh. Try again, Jamila. You cut out.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Okay. I want to say congratulations, ladies. And after the last game, Alicia asked you about just how you had played, and you took a lot of accountability for shooting from the free throw line and just how you were able to attack later in the game. Just what did you feel going into today's game, and how were you able to kind of bounce back from that performance?
Biggest thing is just staying, going in with a clear mind, not being so hard on myself. I tend to be really hard on myself when I make mistakes stuff, because it's just like I work so hard to try to be a great player and be there for my team. So tonight, the biggest thing was just staying calm and poised and just letting the game come to me, and I miss shots, it's okay, on to the next shot. So the biggest thing was just staying calm and not being so hard on myself.
Go ahead, Neil.
Hi, ladies. Congratulations on the win. Izzy, this question's for you. At the beginning of training camp, we spoke with you just about the difference between obviously playing in a WNBA and playing overseas. Just talk about, one thing that you mentioned was the shooting. Just talk about your preparation and the mindset of where you're at now, 17 points, 5 for 6 from the field, complete X factor in the loss last week. And of course, this week. And then of course today, just talk about the preparation and just the mindset of really getting adjusted to the W.
Yeah, I think it's just reps. practicing, and that gives you confidence. If you see the ball go through the ring a specific amount of times during practice, it makes you feel confident during the game. And I guess what I said before, it's just taking a bit of time to adjust to the speed of the game. Like, you've got to get your shot off a bit faster. You don't have as much time. So I've just tried to be kind to myself and allow the game to come to me. Like Leash said, you can't be too hard on yourself. So yeah, tonight they fell in, and hopefully they continue to do that.
They will.
Go ahead, Doug.
This is for Izzy. How do you build on this today, this career high performance in points? And this is going to be an odd question also. Did you get any inspiration from Australia beating Turkey last night? In the World Cup? That was a pretty big upset.
Yeah, I think, it was nice to see the Socceroos win. I think being from Australia, anytime you see an Australian team do well, we get behind them. So yeah, and what was the first part of your question? Sorry.
Oh, just how do you build on this career high points performance? What's the next thing you want to work on?
Just continuing to do the same thing. Like I said before, us girls coming off the bench, I'm trying to provide that X factor for the team, and not expecting myself to do that every night, but just preparing in a way that I feel like I can help the team. So try and do the same thing and not expect it to happen again.
Go ahead, Ernest.
Hey, congratulations, Leash. Congratulations, Izzy. Izzy, this question's for you. This team has shown an ability to bounce back after tough losses throughout the season. What have you seen from this group that allows you to respond so well and put together performances like today?
Yeah, I think one thing I've learned since being in the WNBA is realizing how quick turnarounds are between games, and you watch film and you just have to apply it really quickly in the game. So I think it's just moving on to the next and forgetting about the next game and moving on to the next. And I think that's what our group's doing really well, is just going into film with an open mind, taking accountability for our mistakes, and then trying to apply it in practice. And tonight we did that, and we'll continue to get better.
I'll take two more. Go ahead, Micaiah, and then we'll go to Haley.
Hey guys, can you guys hear me first of all?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Hi guys, this is Micaiah Costa of Peachtree Hoops. Both of y'all spoke about being poised and composed on the court and letting the game come to you in order to just see the results that you are working on. What key factor do you think has played a part in reminding yourself to stay poised and collected on the court?
Yeah, we got a thing where when things get crazy, just hit a loose off.
Yeah.
And then you just go on to the next play. Current play, next play. There's no third option.
Hey, you guys, did you hear?
Yeah, there's nothing but silence, bro, Clark.
Yeah, Peachtree is a podcast that's down in Atlanta. That's a local podcast. But do you guys see how much love they show to the local? And they don't have a lot of subscribers either, but they give the local the love to ask questions. You don't get that here in Chicago. You are formatted and blocked out because of racism. I would say that. I ain't saying allegedly. It's the truth. Because they want their white counterparts to be able to come and convey the story. And that's why you have mostly all right reporters and beat reporters from the Tribune, from the Sun-Times, Channel 9, WGN, those ABC, NBC, those are not people that look like me. So my whole thing is that I brought that subject up to see how the hit pieces that came along on Angel was able to be done here in Chicago, because it was not enough to be manifested on the right side of play. You got what I'm saying? Now that Angel is safely inside of Atlanta, she's well protected, and actually more of a, can I say, more of a highlight and a celebrated individual than she was here in Chicago. I know we got a heckler in the building. Hey, heckler. This is not the place or the time for that.
It's so funny. It's so funny you said that, bro, Claude, because usually I'm very calm and reserved and laid back when it comes to these kind of folks, but kind of like the day when they had that announcement for Angel and everything was so nice, and then you had certain people, try to say, oh, they were roasting her or something, and you were upset about that, or something crazy happened that day. Similar thing here. We all watched that game, and we saw how she was just being abused. I mean, I watched. I just like, yo, like they're hanging on her arm.
You see, but see that though. You look at the screen.
Oh, I wasn't looking at the screen, right?
That's not a basketball play.
The girl that came in after Harrison hooked her neck, and they didn't call a foul. The jump ball, she got fouled 3 or 4 times, including the so-called Mavry block, where Mavry hit up the side of her head or shoulder. I don't remember, something like that. And none of these things were called. But then on her 5th foul, she touched somebody and they called a foul, like a ticky-tack, and they called the 5th foul. So it's like, and we could talk about all this, but they're either trying to drive her crazy, they're trying to, this is like one of the worst officiated games I've ever seen. And the only reason why Harrison did that was because she felt empowered to do that, because nothing was called earlier when she tried to slap the ball out of hand, when she hit her up the back of the head, when they were joined. None of this stuff was being policed. And with her crazy, bitter, bad wig, whatever's going on in her head, like I never see the situation where somebody from 2 or 3 years ago got fairly beaten out. It's not like Angel did something to you. Whether she was busting your ass. What happened?
No, she didn't do anything.
Whether she was busting her ass in practice or not, she didn't do nothing to you. Right? She never said nothing to you. She did. So 3 years later, you're still carrying a grudge while you're a backup to a backup. Satu's sister's a backup. She's not really a starter. You're a backup to a backup. You're a backup to Satu's sister, and you're mad at Angel, a 2-time and soon to be 3-time All-Star her first 3 years. You got serious mental issues. Serious mental issues that you're carrying a judge against this beautiful girl. She even hit her in the face once. So what are you trying to mess up her face too? So you got a bad wig and you want to give her a bad face. And Izzy's a pretty girl.
Pretty girl. I was just gonna say Izzy fine. Yeah.
So what is all this about? But you were talking, bro, Clark. Go ahead.
No, you was on point. Go ahead, ADP.
Big girl. I mean, not big girl. Bro, Claude.
You want to call me big girl, ADP?
No. Bro, Claude, miss me with that. She cute and she fine. I don't give a fat baby tail about no cute and she fine right now, because I'm on fire. When I say I'm pissed, I am.
Yeah, we are not. Nobody's in a good mood tonight.
because my heart was in it.
I even call Izzy a bitch tonight. I usually don't call women bitches.
This was planned from the start. I don't know what she had.
That's right, bro, Claude.
Stop eating my Wingstop, guys, because all these shenanigans going on. And the minute I felt the vibe up in there, I put Angel is always posting this particular scripture, Isaiah 54:17. She always posts that scripture. So before all this went down, I'm watching, I'm clocking it. I put that in that chat.
Right.
So that stuff went down. I don't care. I don't care, bro, Clyde, if she won a beauty pageant or whatever. The girl heart was ugly, and I'm taking her all the way to the pits of hell. Okay, so brace yourselves, guys, because
Heart
this
was
is
as
the
ugly as her
problem.
intentions, ADP.
This is the problem. Lord forgive me for saying, but hell in heaven. Okay, but anyways, this is the problem, guys. Chat and panel. This is what America wants from us. They got two sisters on the court. They like to see this type of stuff. She played right into that scenario when she know the crap that that black players go through being in the WNBA. They are all a threat, but this young lady right here, Angel Reese, is a dominant threat for them to go that far. She already had this set up, guys. This ain't something, oh, we just gonna play a game. No, she had this thing set up. I'm gonna get on that floor and I'm gonna represent in this way. And where did it get her? Right out of the game. She kept doing it. She kept doing them little tic-tac shenanigans. And then she gonna back up. When the heat start coming to her, she gonna back up. Man, she better be lucky. And ADP don't fight, but she better be lucky that Angel, everybody, this is the thing too. People have to stop telling Angel to get over it. Don't worry about it. Bull crap. Because if that was your daughter or your niece or somebody like that getting hacked like that on the court for the third year, you wouldn't be saying that. You'd be ready to buck. You know what I mean? And so for everybody to say, oh, calm down. No.
And look, she's celebrating.
Let me tell you
She's
something.
Like, what did I do?
If Ryan and them hadn't held Angel back, when we snap, it's a bully tactic, guys. This been going on for so long. A person gets tired and you snap. I've done it. You don't know. Look, you just go completely off. And that's when it comes. Only time I do that is when it comes to my kids. Me, we can go back and forth all day. But when it comes to my kids, it's automatically a problem. Look.
Let's
you
go
come in my lane, I'm destroying your lane. So the fact that she broke like this is the icing on the cake. She not only did all those shenanigans during the game, she laughs about it, get a fans dap, watched them boo Angel, and thought it was funny. So you know what that opens up, guys? That opens up. Nobody should have a filter going up against her. She opened it up. She better be ready for it. I don't want to hear no cry me river tears, people attacking you. You open that door up, baby girl, you get ready to get it. You want to be grown, you 32, and you mess with our 24, our baby goat, that all she want to do is play the game. You better be ready for this heat. The heat ain't just start. It's just started tonight, guys, and they killing her in the social media street.
No,
it's only gonna get worse. And the fact that you played into what America want to see, you like they want to see sisters fighting against each other. They want to see Angel getting attacked, and she played right into that plan.
I think
and happy about it.
I think it's more about Angel, and she is a witting dupe, right? Regardless of her personal situation, right? We got to back out and look at ever since she looked like she was going to win the Rookie of the Year. In her rookie year, we saw a distinct officiating where she couldn't buy a call down low, or maybe she got a foul call 1 every 3, 1 every 4 times. In this game, I don't think they called a foul when she got the ball down low, period. It wasn't until this later in the game when she started driving to the hole from the perimeter when she was getting fouls. But any offensive rebound or any play that she started down low, she was not getting the calls. And this is the craziest thing I've seen. So here we got a situation, and Brokla, you play ball. Help me, correct me if I'm wrong. Angel is so strong that when she seals a player in front of the basket, 9 out of 10 times, that's a win, and that's a point for the offense. If the offensive player gets the ball, ADP, unless it's a clear block, normally the offensive player will get out and pin someone underneath the basket because you've already earned that position, and usually you can't get that close to the basket and hold the person long enough. But because so when you seal a person like that, normally when you turn around, unless it's clear that the shot was blocked, you normally get the call. But in Angel's case, we're so used to her not getting the call that we think it's normal to seal a person that low. and to not get the call when normally it's automatic. You get that call, but in Angel's case, it's almost like they're saying to themselves, well, goddamn, she seals people too easily. She gets offensive rebounds too easily. So if we would have called these things
super
accurately,
fast.
she'd have
People don't realize
35
that
points a game.
They don't realize Angel is super fast. She's fast.
She's super fast, super strong, and she can jump.
And she can
and
jump.
she's quick.
Yes.
She's all of those things. Now the media don't like to talk about that, but she's super strong, especially down low the whole position. She runs very fast. She jumps very high, particularly on rebounds, jump balls, and alley-oops. On her shot, she doesn't really jump. And she's quick. Like you see the explosive moves she makes down low, both on offense and defense. She's a lot to handle. And lately she's been throwing in her fake. She's been more patient. So that makes it even more hard to handle. Don't believe this crap about she's not a good offensive player. She's a great offensive player for the stage that she's in her career. Remember, she's barely a second year player, right? She's only a second year player and some. Look at what she's going to be 3, 4, in her third year, her fourth year, even in the middle of this year.
She's ahead of the board right now. She's ahead of the
right.
Right now.
So don't believe it. Don't believe this crap. That's just stuff the idiot Clarkie's saying. The media says, to put her down because when you seal somebody that close to the basket, you're supposed to get the benefit of the doubt, but she does not. And I've never seen a player get hit all game constantly, hit from the back of the head, hit on the shoulder. They grabbed her arm. No call the entire time. So you would
Camilla get it done to her too. Those two in particular.
So, but Camilla's 6'7", so she's got that Wilt Chamberlain treatment. Where in Angel's case, she's got this. Oh well, we can't stop her, so we're just going to grab her. And it all started with Vegas, right? When Vegas said we're going to put 2-3 bodies at her, but now it's gotten out of hand.
Yes,
like the league has to do something about it because first of all, if Angel is as big a star as we all say she is, well, how the hell are you going to take one of, if not your biggest star, certainly your most recognizable player in the league, right, and have her get beat to a pulp every single game to the point where she's thrown down? She could have hurt her tailbone. She could have fractured her tailbone. Something crazy could have happened.
You see that?
And Smesco's a punk because I get it. You're analytic. You're a little daddy. Your little daddy. Huggy bear. Whatever you want to call him. Teddy bear. We get all that. But dude, this was a dangerous situation today, and we all saw it build. Izzy was just acting crazy. She was just acting like a nutbag. How about you go to homegirl, I forgot her name, from Toronto, and talk to her during one of the breaks and say,
Sandy Benedello.
Right, Sandy, you think you could calm her down a little? You think this, you think that? Because unless you're going to do that, you got to say something to the refs. Hey, this thing is getting out of control. Hey, and everyone knows if Angel went down, your season, at least while she's down, is done until Bree Jones come back. And Bree Jones is still not going to bring the things that Angel brings on the court with all the defense and everything else she does.
They're two different type of players. Yeah, they two different.
Right, but I'm saying the contributions that Angel's going to bring in a whole is going to be more than what Bree Jones brings. So even if Angel went down and Bree Jones came in, Bree Jones is not going to be on the perimeter like Angel is. She's not going to be chasing people all over the court on defense. She's not going to be grabbing rebounds and pushing the ball on the break.
No, and then you gotta look at the whole game. This was not something, I just messed around, made a mistake. This is something Izzy was doing different types of
already
stuff.
ill motivated. Like I said, go ahead. I said this was already motivated. It was already under motivated.
Yeah,
it's like she had a pact with Tia Nurse.
Hold on, MSL. What happened? The fact that they opened the door and Kathy has been allowing this for so long. Players feel like they can do this and get away with it. They know Angel not getting the calls. They know it. So they feed off of that. And her and Mac and Cheese were messing with Angel. She tried to play innocent after game. No, boo-boo, you was a part of this shenanigans too. But what's so crazy about it, everybody is sitting around there watching this happen, and they're not doing anything about it, from the coach and to the refs. They seen
Yeah, it was like a car wreck in slow motion.
They seen it and they know what happened, but the fact they just sitting around and allowed to happen for so long, something like this was bound to happen. With who, we didn't know, but we messed around and we found out. That was intentional. And then the fact you do it from the back, not in my face, man, come on.
Y'all see Angel here?
Miss me with that. Oh, she's so cute. She's so pretty. Miss me with that.
You see that ADP, how her hip hit the ground? See that hip?
No, that was very, very dangerous, and she could have gotten seriously hurt.
Yeah,
her right hip hit the floor.
Yes. I've been watching the playback, and I saw when it happened because I was watching the game, and then I saw them letting her get away. It's okay to pop off and talk your ish, but when you start doing the little stuff that she was doing in the beginning of the game, she kept doing it because the league has allowed this to happen. Sorry, guys, against Angel Reese like that, they have allowed it to happen.
Mabry fouled her. Like there were plays where 3 or 4 players fouled her on the same play, and not only did the refs not make a call when that happened, but in the totality of that first quarter, they didn't make a call at all. And what was so interesting was they started off the game with Angel. It looked like she went to the basket like 6 or 7 times in the first quarter. So they did the right thing by going to Angel, because she just had that 25 points. Should have been at least 31 points, right? Because they called back two and ones. We won't get into that now, but we all know what it is. And then so it was a combination of maybe her being a bit too hyped up and missing some shots, but she definitely got fouled on all of those shots. Like I saw the fouls with my own.
In the beginning. Yeah, let me get the money. Let me get the money.
Yeah, right. I'm like, wait, she got bumped. Wait, this happened. Wait, that happened. Wait, that happened. And you sit, and I'm glad that everybody saw the same thing, because I'm like, it's like a slow train wreck.
We all saw it. We all saw it. Hold on, let me get the money MSL real quick. Shout out to my main man, Magic Man Hero, my guy from the beginning. Magic Man Hero has helped me, along with the ones that started this channel, helped me from the beginning. I appreciate you, Magic Man Hero, all of the donations. I appreciate you being here on the channel, brother. Walaikum salam. I appreciate you being a part of this. He said, peace and abundance, divine, blessed, almighty gingerbread man. It's time for our Angel to get herself an aluminum baseball bat and play ball.
What, start smacking people? Oh, that's the other component. That's the other component. You can make the argument that Izzy was trying to get Angel to do something stupid, which accomplishes 3 things, right? 1, you get Angel thrown out the game.
You get thrown out the game, right?
2, she gets some sort of suspension, which they would love to give her. And then they could go with that narrative that they've been trying to push, and that was what the idiot troll was talking about, that they was trying to push that Angel is some sort of bully or some sort of bad person. You know what Clark is. They've been trying to push off on Angel, and if she and obviously Angel knows this, even though her teammates had to hold her back.
Pay her active life,
had to hold her back, because obviously once you do something like that, it's hard to take that back. People are going to come after you, because the peanut gallery is just there to come after you. And I think Izzy, besides whatever hate that she had, I think she felt if she could get Angel thrown out the game, then she did her job. Kind of like what we see in the NBA or what we see in football, when you just have someone there to just antagonize you, to get you to do something stupid to get you out. And it didn't work, because luckily for Angel, her teammates held her back. And I think when people thought she was crying, whether she really was, or she was or whether she was just so angry, she was trying to hold back.
No, she was mad, trying to hold back her tears. She was upset. I mean, blatantly upset. that
Right,
it got
But she had a right. But she had a right to be, because I don't think I've ever seen a player beat up that much in the
No,
first quarter of a game. It was just crazy, and
Yeah.
something has to be done. We have to speak
Yeah.
out. Celebrities have to speak out. News people got to speak out. The people who cover the team got to speak out. And the idiot, dumbass coach. And normally I don't talk about Smesco like this. Tiffy Co would love it, but the
I
idiot,
told you that.
idiot,
Me and
dumbass
Tiffy
coach.
told you.
Tiffy out
Me
there
and Tiffy
somewhere. That
told.
idiot,
Tiffy
dumbass
here,
coach
she
needs to
here.
speak out too. Because now you're going into Indiana. You're playing elbows Boston, kneecaps Boston, and you
She's
think
already
with her little
banged up.
Manny, with her
She's
little Manny,
already banged
CC
up.
loving behind, right? Like
And
you
we got
gotta
to,
put it out there.
and then they look, guys. What it all boils down to, as Black women in general, and in this league, we already deal with the racism. They already deal with the online abuse. Those are real problems.
Was that
They
control?
already
You know what I
deal
mean?
with
This game got really physical.
Go ahead.
The sexism, and then they have this campaign, no space for hate. Miss me with that crap, because it has not applied.
Tiffy's here, by the
Put
way.
it out
She's out
there.
there.
It's easier said than done. So this is the constant things that the Black players deal with being in this W. Black women in general deal with this on a day-to-day basis. So they're seeing that this is what I'm saying, bro, Clyde. This is what they want to happen. They feed off of division. They love division. They love when we come against each other.
But
the fact is that you sit up there and you come into a game, you already got this thing set up for some reason, whatever or how you feel, knowing that this particular young lady has not had a break from this. She's getting on the new team, she's vibing, you know what I'm saying? You already know she coming to play you, and then you have it set up like this. She started from the game, MSL Bro Clock. She started from the beginning of the game. And she would have kept doing it all through the game until she pulled that stunt and got kicked out.
Right,
This
because
was
she had
definitely,
no
I don't care what
regulation.
nobody said. This was definitely intentional. And Kathy Knapp allegedly allowed this to happen.
Well, if Kathy didn't allow it, then what that means is Izzy is such an idiot that she is the stereotype of everything that's wrong with WNBA women, right? Because they
Wait,
try
let
to
me get set the plot on that real quick. So just let me intervene. They already know that this type of thing exists. They already know. To some part, Charles Barkley was right.
Clock it, bro.
To some part, Jason Whitlock was right.
But let me say this though, bro, Claude. I know, real quick. The stars, the big stars, love Angel. So let's be clear.
Yeah,
It's
the
ones that are barely surviving.
Like MSL, let Bro Clock, let me tell you. Bro Clock in the beginning
it's
started
people like
talking about
Izzy that have a problem.
I'm telling you, Bro Clyde, when he started his channel, he was talking about the history and all this kind of stuff. And some people didn't get to what he was saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Go ahead, bro.
It's deeper than this, brother. I've been covering this since my channel.
Yeah,
it's deeper. ADP and all the ones that's in the chat, brother. I ain't just get on this subject about Angel.
And they've been coming at him, MSL. Y'all have no idea what the big dogs, the big
I got
bros
life
go through.
threats. I got big life threats in my comments. Some of y'all that know, you know, I got life threats. Her active life will tell you, hey, baby girl, I see you in the building. I'm glad you here, sweetie pie. I had to check on my girl. Listen, no, her active life. Tiffy Kosip should be coming up. I don't know, her device ain't connected. But the thing is this. Let me get deep with you guys. They have been jealous of Angel since he left Maryland. They was okay. They was okay with her being on Maryland because Maryland they had a good team on Maryland. Don't get me wrong. But they had a good team, you know what I mean? But it wasn't it wasn't what Angel wanted for herself, because she knew that it was a risk to go into her senior year and not get a title. So what she did was she made the best decision for her.
But it was actually a diversion because she was supposed to be at South Carolina. She
Right,
just went to LSU because she liked it, not because she thought she won a
no,
title.
she made the best decision for her, MSL. Bottom line, she made the best decision. Her and Angel Sr. made the best decision for Angel, and it turned out that
to be the best decision she ever made.
It was the right decision. Hey, Tiffy Cole, I don't know what happened. You got to come back up some type of way. I don't know. You wasn't able to convert to come up, so try it again. So the thing is that when she hit LSU, right away, they was like talking about Angel in a transferee type of way. They was talking about Angel. If you remember in the beginning of the season at LSU, they wasn't really sure what Angel was about and how her role would be with Kim Mulkey. But it only took 2 games.
It took 2 practices.
It took, well, I'm talking about 2 games for the people to know. Practices is for private people. That's behind
because Kim Mulkey said after the second practice, she stopped playing her practice so she wouldn't get hurt because she busted up everybody's ass on the entire team. So she was
absolutely. Like, I'm talking about us as a public. The first game, Angel had a decent game. I'm talking about the second game. If you remember, the second game she played in the 2023 season, that was crazy. You got what I'm saying? It was nuts. I mean, 2022, 2023 season, the first game she played in 2022, that was like, oh my goodness, who is this girl and what's she all about? So a lot of people didn't follow Angel until she won the championship. I already was following Angel, but I wasn't high on Angel. Respectfully, I wasn't high on Angel. I was high on Baby Page. You know what I mean? I was high on, you know what I mean, Aaliyah Boston at the time. You know what I mean? Because y'all know I'm a Gamecocker. So, you know, I know the South Carolina players. So therefore, I was high over there, you know what I mean, on the Irish. So the thing is that Angel came and been going through this ever since game 2 of LSU. She has always been fouled.
But not like what she faced in the WNBA though.
Just hear me out. She's always been fouled, but she's always been hated on, even by teammates. She's been going through this since her college career, and that's where I'm going with it. Remember when I started my Silly maybe you got here a little later because you.
No, I got here when you.
I started my Silly as people that are supposed to be your teammates have an ill motivation about you because how you are, who you are, you might be a nice person, but they look at you and say, I could be just as good. I can do that. She ain't that good or he ain't that good. You know, why are the people gravitating towards him? And I put myself in it because I understand it as an artist, as a person, you know what I mean? As actually right now on YouTube, I understand, you know what I mean? When someone has a problem.
But that also comes with the territory, particularly with female, especially with female.
No, that ain't just, no, I ain't gonna blame it on them. That shit happened to Mike. They was trying to hurt Mike and they got to it in his first year. You got what I'm saying? So they did not want Mike to do what he did in the playoffs against Boston. Did you hear Larry Bird? Did you hear Isaiah Thomas? Did you hear them? They was like, no, we finna put him on his ass. He ain't finna be coming in here, Willis Reed and all of them.
I remember in the All-Star game when Isaiah and them said we're gonna freeze him out and all this stuff. I'm familiar with all that, but what I'm saying
that was jealousy though. I'm just saying it's still
what I'm saying though is
jealousy.
what I'm saying though is that what's her face? I forgot her name. The point guard. Like we all know she's a little batshit crazy. Part of my language, bro, Claude. So whatever she said, I'm not gonna forgot her name, but the point guard. But remember, a lot of her teammates, like Samaya Smith, the Australian girl, they love her. Flage loved her until her and her mother got into a spat, but that's not Angel's fault. And when Kateria Poole allegedly beat up Flage in the locker room, so that wasn't Angel's fault. For the most part, her teammates liked her and loved her. There's always going to be people who don't like you, especially when you're famous, you're beautiful, and you're a great player. That just comes with the territory. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying there'll always be some jealousy. Now, what Izzy did is taking it to a level way, 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 way beyond jealousy, where you could have hurt this girl and injured her, and she could have been out for the rest of the year. I have major issues with that on a personal level, and I have major issues just like with ADP and others, what the WNBA has done to foster this type of officiating and hate in certain parties and with certain social media, etc., against Angel. So we have idiots like that Bada, whoever he was, that said, oh, she's a bully, oh, she's this. That's a bullshit narrative, and we all know it, because Angel's not a dirty player.
No.
She's not a dirty player at all. And she's
No.
a very caring player, because if you go down, she'll be the first one to pick you up and
No
ask
matter
you
what
if you're
side.
okay, to check up on you. So what Izzy did is just on its level is crazy. And Kathy and the league, they have to do something about this, because she's going to get hurt. She's going to get hurt. And what you're doing to her shooting percentage by not calling these fouls, like I never seen a player that's in front of the basket, they got you sealed, they get the ball, you foul the crap out of them, and they don't call a foul. Like, you earn that position. You're supposed to get the foul call. You earn it. It's not like you're shooting it off balance from 10 feet away. You're shooting it in front of the basket. So the idiots try to make fun of her, go, oh, she can't make layups. She can't make layups. She's getting fouled. Now, could she have made some of those layups? I would say yes. I would say yes, but the problem is you don't know if or when the foul is going to come. And
You know what I mean?
You can take.
Was that controlled? You know what I mean? This game got really.
My bad. The
No,
thing
right.
I was trying to show where Angel was holding back her tears. You see, she was about
and if those are real tears, the way I take it is that she's saying to herself, I'm getting beat up the entire game. If I breathe on someone, they call a foul against me. I can't get a foul call down low. And then this trick is almost trying to kill me on the court. So she's probably saying everything is coming against me. And she had to compose herself because her career just flashed in front of her, or her season just flashed in front of her, because she's like, was it ever going to escalate to this?
No, she knew that she was coming.
No, she that's that cry before you get ready to go off type of cry. That ain't you know what I'm saying.
No, she was crying because she was mad. She was upset.
Yeah, she was pissed. She was pissed, and she was gonna. They stood in at the right time. I'm telling you, Ra and them stood in at the right time.
And
that's
kudos to Sika Kone, because some people say she jumped off the bench and ran on the court.
Yeah. She did.
Yeah, because that thought process, MSL guys, that thought process when stuff like that happen, you're not thinking. You going for her. You know what I'm saying? It's like you flash out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? After all that, you just flash out, because that right there, that will make you put some hands, throw some blows. That would. Yeah. But because you know what I'm saying, she got the right people around her, and she's always trying to be the better person, guys. Like, just imagine that no matter what you're going through, everybody expecting you to suck it up and move on and play the game.
Yeah, look at her.
And sooner or later, you will crash out, because you have all that built emotion inside of you. And she was going to crash out. Crash out without thinking is what I'm saying, because it happens so quick. When stuff happens so quick like that, that's a crash out without thinking. That's what I'm saying. They got in the middle of her just in time, because she would have dog walked that girl. She had the upper hand. Girl was on the floor. She had the upper hand. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad
they were able to jump on her so quickly, though.
Yeah.
We know Angel's not, she
was like, I ain't Natasha Cloud. I don't know what y'all be doing.
Man.
I don't know what y'all doing bad, but I ain't Tasha.
Look, I'm telling you, right, bro. She was like that. Like that B-ball came out so quick. Cause I'm telling you, I got my family in DC, and I was born in DC, but now
It looked like she was gonna pop her.
I've been in the A too long, but I'm telling you, this is not something we sit and wait around for. You get into it right then and there. So that B-more was getting ready to come out. Miss me with that. Oh, she shouldn't. Oh, she couldn't help it. Sometimes when you snap because you've been hit with this type of stuff, this bullying and abuse. Say what you want to say, league. This ain't a legend. You've been allowing this to happen because we've been watching it happen. That is a type of abuse to this young lady who only wants to get in here and play her game. You got at fault for this. You sit around at your family dinners, your family cookouts with your own children. Would you want your own children to have to go through something like this on a regular basis every time she played the game?
Yes.
And the reason why the coach.
Hold on a second. Tiffy Cole is here. Tiffy Cole ain't got a chance to speak. Go ahead, Tiffy.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all.
Hey. Once again, we
No,
tried to
I
tell
mean
him.
that enthusiastically. I'm just saying, hey, Tiffy.
Yeah, we tried to warn him, Tiffy.
Right, Trudy. Right.
Try to. I'm telling y'all, I know you're on a different topic, so I won't go too much on Semesco right now, but it all plays into one
comment on his reaction though.
No, I mean it I don't have energy for Semesco today because I'm keeping all my smoke for Izzy Harrison's bum ass. I'm keeping my smoke for her and Natasha Cloud too. Both of them bums together, bums in tandem.
What does she dump? Like, what's her issue?
Her issue is that she's a loser. Anyway, let me not get
apparently.
I know she's on the Chicago Sky, but she can't even start. She can't even start over here trying
she's
to
still
talk.
begging. Like she just looks so like desperate.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and desperation is the key here. Carl Semesco needs to get desperate, right? You gotta walk into those press conferences and you have to say absolutely not, right? If he doesn't change it, he is gonna risk having Angel Reese injured, and all that energy that they put towards bringing her to Atlanta is going to be wasted because he wants to sit there and think about how many licks to get to the middle of a Tootsie Pop instead of doing his damn job as a coach and protecting his players, right? When it comes to Izzy and all these other people, when you have a coach that's not going to call out the fouls and is going to be saying, oh, we can't control it, then it allows the refs to continue to turn a blind eye. And on top of it, it allows other coaches to not hold their players accountable. There's no reason that Sandy Brondello didn't call Izzy Harrison and say, hey, cut the crap. Play basketball, leave all the other stuff to the side. We saw the other night, if you guys watched the Aces and Lynx game, Cheryl Reeve was telling Olivia Miles to cut the crap when she was just mocking, Chelsea Gray and them for flopping, and she's like,
she said, shut up
and lock in on the game. That's what Sandy Brondello should have done, but she didn't, and that's why her bum ass got kicked out of New York and she got put on the side like 2-day-old trash because she don't know how to be a good coach. And Carl Semesco, the same thing gonna happen to him too if you don't stand up for his players. Like, you can't allow this kind of targeting, this kind of bullying, this kind of harassment. People were trying to say, oh, what Kennedy Carter did to Caitlin Clark was assault. No, this is assault.
This was assault.
To Angel was assault as well.
But this is bigger than like you can't.
It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. MSL. She didn't even go there. Look, Cece didn't even, not Cece, but the player. She didn't even take it that far because she know this was beyond that.
This is beyond. The thing about it is, Izzy Harrison is 33 years old. Imagine being 33 years old, beefing with a 24-year-old. Babe, get your life together, babe. Like, I'm very confused. She's over here begging for sponsorships. She can't even get a free McDonald's meal, and Angel Reese is on the McDonald's bag.
That's the problem.
And she's a backup to the other Sabali sister, not Satu. You're a backup to her sister, and you just happen not to play. But you play today and you treat her like this, knowing your bum ass gonna be back on the bench when Satu's sister comes back.
Well, she a little bit past Satu's sister because Leia is a champion. Satu's not. So I'll just Leia is proving herself, and she.
You know it's the other Sably though, bro. Club.
Yeah,
Come on.
It's always going to be the other side because
That's like saying Jordan Canada got a
right.
championship.
I'm just
so we
saying.
shouldn't criticize him.
No, look. I'm just saying
No.
that. I'm just saying that Satu.
You like her sister, bro? Club? Is that what it is?
I do.
No, you
I
like a lot of people. I'm not surprised.
I like Satu now.
I like Leia. I like both the siblings. So, I mean Sably. I like both of the Sablis. So the thing is that because let me tell y'all something. The ill motivation, once again, to the new people that's coming in the chat, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please, if you would like to give to the channel, give to the channel. And also, if you would like to join the channel and become a bread maker. This is the hottest podcast on YouTube with great topics, talent, and you get to do your say over here in the Crash Out Room. This is the Crash Out Room epic night. I got my favorite people up here, ADP, MSL, and Tifico. Listen, we gonna drop them ballistics with you. That's why I have these in particular ones up here. I'm just telling y'all, listen, at the end of the day, there is nowhere that this is professional basketball. There is nowhere in NBA, WNBA. We've seen, this is not the first takedown. We've seen Barkley, we've seen Shaq, we've seen Dennis Rodman, we've seen Bill Laimbeer, we've seen those ones, that tried to take Kobe out, literally. We've seen those players try to hurt Dwayne Wade.
Doesn't mean it feels good when it happens to you.
We've seen them actually do this, right? But the difference between the NBA and the WNBA, one, you're going to get kicked out the game. Two, you're going to get fined that your pockets are going to hurt. Three, this will never, ever happen again because you're going to get suspended for games.
Bro Clock, and let me tell you this, they already on thread saying when Toronto come to the A, and if you know anything about the A, they stick together. They cannot wait until this team comes to the A. They already posting it and making videos.
But here's the thing though, regarding what Tiffy and what you were saying though, Bro Claude. See, there are different ways to skin a cat. Whether Smesco said it directly, whether Smesco said it in innuendo, whether Smesco said it indirectly, Smesco, whether he got a tech on the court and then commented on it, he should have said something.
Yes.
And I'm going to do this off the fly with no rehearsal. He could have said something to the effect of, well, I didn't like what I saw. See, that's not talking about the refs. He could say, I didn't like what I saw, and I could certainly understand why Angel acted the way she did. So hopefully moving forward, something is done about this because I don't want to see my star player hurt. Boom. And no one can fine you for that because all you're speaking is as you're looking at it from afar. Right? Or he could have just went in and said, I thought the officiating was terrible, took the fine. I'm sure Angel would have gave him the $5,000 or $10,000, whatever the hell it was. I'm sure she'd have had no problem with that. I'm sure Angel will have a secret pact with him and say, Coach, you can get as many checks as you want. I'll pay for it. Just speak on my behalf. But for what he did, and Tiffy and everybody likes to talk about what Angel is when you bring her to your group. That part is true. That's the whole image of Angel. But now the actual player of Angel, you got to not only protect your player for her health, but you also want that 15 to 25 points a game and those 11 to 15 rebounds a game. Right? And you're not going to get those 2 steals a game, that 1 block a game, those 3 to 5 assists a game if she can't play. Like, this dude is sick in the head. He's sick in the head because you're sitting there like
Bro Clyde, Tiffany said drop the link again. She needs you to drop the link again.
Like ADP, you see her hit the ground like a fallen tree with timber. And if I'm him, I would have been freaked out. But he seemed like the type that once he realized she wasn't hurt, he was like, okay, that's okay. No! Because
Yeah,
she
he should have
could
said something. He
she
should have
could have
said
been hurt.
something. You know how to cold talk. He should have said something. He should have said
Let
something.
me get the money. Let me get the money, y'all. Let me get the money. Thank you so much. BJ Beagles 9119. Thank you for being here. And also subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, my main man over here, we celebrate our chat. It says, I lost all respect for Coach Semesco today. Post game, he didn't have Angel back. Why he didn't crash out on the refs and NW and say, I paid my fine, BJ, because he don't have the backbone of Cheryl Reeves. He don't have the backbone of Becky Hammond. He don't have the backbone of Teaspoons, of Teresa Witherspoon. He don't have that type of backbone to do that. And all I've been saying, you guys.
No, he just a Tyler Marsh with better players.
Didn't I say that in game 2? But you told me to calm down, MSL.
Well, even a blind squirrel gets his nut, don't he?
Hey.
I'm just playing.
I'm just saying, brother. I told you this. I said it in game 2. I didn't like his temperament.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. I remember that. You did.
I say I'm cool with all of this, and then that's when Tiffy Cole backed me up and says, "No, he's suspect." So he's not going. He's another damn Tyler Marsh, like you said, MSL with better players, and he's not gonna stand up and say directly that the W and the referees were absolutely disrespectful to my star, and you.
But I got the secret. But I got the secret sauce. But I got the secret sauce for Angel's protection.
Go ahead.
And let's hope the league doesn't come against her on this. From what I understand, and the people in the chat would know, you may know, Bro Carter, you may know ADP, supposedly, allegedly, that she gets all league honors, either on defense or offense, then she doesn't have to be cored. And if she's not cored, then she can.
Oh, she gonna get it. She gonna get it.
That she can walk from this team and go anywhere she wants. Because if you remember, one of the arguments that we had about her going to Atlanta, we were like, well, if she doesn't like it after 2 years, she can still go to Dallas or wherever she wanted to go, and she don't like these 2 years. So they better understand, and Brokaw did talk about this, I remember, they got to understand, if they don't take care of her and look out for her, and she gets all NBA honors, guess what? She can walk. And if I was her, I would walk if they're not protecting me, looking out for me, because guess what? You're going to mess up my stats, and you may mess up me. Fuck y'all, Atlanta.
That's right. Go ahead.
June 22nd, guys. That's when they play again, just so you know, in the A.
Go ahead, Tiffany.
I feel like, and that's what irritates me about Izzy Harrison, because, she is really a pretty girl, but those girls who, they can never just work on what they got, right? They're always looking at somebody and like, oh, I want that, envy, jealousy, instead of working hard and instead of befriending Angel and trying to get into some of those rooms. I remember back in Chicago, when Angel would bring her teammates up to the stage and she met Megan Thee Stallion and all this stuff, right? And Megan Thee Stallion is real life friends with Angel. She did not have to bring those people, right? And so instead of nurturing that friendship, Izzy decided in her head that she was better than Angel.
Yes.
And
I said it. I did not say it, Tiffy.
Yeah, and we've been saying this for years. When we said this, people were like,
how you gonna be better when you're not? It's just seniority. Outside of seniority, you're not.
I'm trying to tell you, MSL.
She's delusional. She's delulu. Your favorite word. She's delulu.
She was supposed to be the starter. Listen, James Wade left. Jeff P had just got hired. So a couple weeks before they started preseason, Jeff Pagliosha was hired. Teaspoon was in the lead of things. ADP know this too. Teaspoon was the head of all of the certain parts of the operation. That's because Nadia Rollinson,
they hadn't hired a GM yet.
They put Nadia Rollinson had put Teaspoon in a shared position of a GM with Jeff Pagliosha at the time. So then when the team started, Angel didn't start the first game, guys. She didn't. So when after the first and second game, Teaspoon was like, oh no, we need her up in here because she got one thing translating. She got all of those boards, and she's actually nothing to play with down in the post. Yes, she missed layups in the first games.
And Bro Clot, the thing with Teaspoon too, guys, if you remember, she gave those players plenty of chances to play.
The starters. She didn't want it to be said that she was favoring. She made sure that she gave Izzy an opportunity. She made sure she gave Dana an opportunity. She made sure Dana started at point guard. She made sure that Diamond DeShields got her opportunity to start. That was the starting five.
Dana, but guess what? But today, Mabry, Camilla, Angel, and Cece are better than them. Still to this day.
This was the starting five. Dana, Marina Mabry, Diamond DeShields, Izzy, Harrison, and E. Will. All of those was the first.
All bums.
They was the starting five.
All bums.
Of Chicago. Well, that's what she had to work with. You got what I'm saying? So that was the starting five for Teaspoon in the beginning. But
well, even when she let T. Carmelo was saying that Izzy had injury, even after Izzy's injury, T. Carmelo, remember, she let Izzy go out there, and Izzy was not. She was acting up out there. Remember? So she did after injury let her. She still gave her a fair chance.
She gave her a fair chance. Yes, Izzy was coming off an injury, and she was on minute restrictions.
Izzy is the Lulu. Let's just call it.
So she feels like because she was coming off of minute restrictions and an injury, she felt like Angel was in her way, which she was, but inadvertently, in her way to become this starting power forward.
It sounds like there's a term called loser's lament. I'm sure we're all familiar with it.
Yes.
And this is one of the things that people like to say holds certain people down, right? Black folks like to talk about it when Black folks discuss certain things pertaining to us, but it, you know, obviously it deals with other people as well. So here you have a situation where someone is clearly better, regardless of who, what, when, why, and how. Someone's clearly better, and instead of just tipping your cap, or as Tiffy or other people said, mentoring this person, helping this person, you hold a level of bitterness against them. Not only because they're better than you, but because they're more famous, they got a lot of money, everyone in the town
all of that's
loves
going
them,
on. Everything that you didn't get. Everything
right, and you're probably sitting there saying, how does this chick who's a rookie has all this, and the league ain't even pushing her, and behind her, she's got all this on her own.
Out of the mud.
Damn league. Right? She got her own celebrity friends. She got, like, everybody knows everybody. So I get that. Like, but like Tiffy said, why not just try to be a part of it? Why not? Yeah, be a hanger on. Just don't be a hanger on hater, right? Be a hanger on.
Hey, you got ill motivations while you're watching me shine.
But she can't even do that. Like, you can't even be a hanger on. Take the crumbs until there are no more crumbs, and then when you see a lady, you go, hey girl. She can't even do that. Like, you hating on her bitterly. Like,
Drake
that's
said
some crazy-ish.
Drake said it. He said, you know, they're smiling in her face the whole time they're trying to take her place. Like,
the backstabbers.
Yeah, the OJs.
But listen, guys, and I see people in the chat listen, saying she should have went to other teams. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what team Angel Reese going to. we don't know these coaches' intent. Just because they ride or die for certain other players, that does not mean they're gonna do it for Angel too. We see it.
Because
We've seen it.
listen,
So it doesn't matter where she goes.
But
Angel Reese is a threat to the W.
But
Come
can I bring back some levity? Because I already know where Tiffy Cole is going. If
where
I
am
could
I
just bring back
going?
some levity. Look, we there I'm gonna sound like Bro Club right now. I've seen podcasters who I like, and they make videos that sound like a soap opera. And you would think that everybody on the team hates Angel and all that. I don't get into all of that.
Right.
Because as people in the chat said, one, she wouldn't be there. Two, you do see that relationship with Leash and with Ryan, and
Yes.
even with Nas now and some of
Always
the other
shoot that
players.
down.
So so I
Yes.
can't get into all that. A
Yes.
team is never going to be perfect. You're going to argue.
No.
You're gonna fuss on the court. You're trying to work
Yes.
things out. That's just part of the natural process. As far as
Yes.
Smesco, I just criticize him, but I'll say this in his behalf. Smesco takes me as the type that always sees the long game. If you listen to him talk, he always talks about the long game. He talks about implementing stuff for Angel, the team, and different things while everybody's saying, well, we want this now, we want this now. He's saying, oh, well, and now you can see them starting to roll stuff out for Angel that a lot of people thought they should have saw 2-3 weeks ago. But that's just how he is. So in the context of this, I just see him looking at it like, yeah, these things happen, but in the big scheme of things, he's probably thinking this will level itself out. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I agree with Tiffy. He should, and I agree with Bro Claw.
MSL, he said that. He told us that.
Hurt.
He told us that, guys. He said that how things were gonna go. Did he not, MSL? He told us. We didn't want to believe it, but he told us how it was gonna go down.
I think that's fair.
But that's as far as the team and the offense. But as far as protecting your player,
Yeah,
that's you supposed to do that off the bat.
It's two different things. It's not even about that. It's like he has a loser mentality, period. I don't care if he turns into Houdini and he makes it such that they're winning every single game. When you put your players in a scenario that she's on the floor within the first 3 minutes of the game and you're there with your hands in your pocket, you're not a winning coach. You are a pawn. You are a sub. You are a loser. You cannot say a coach leads the team. That you cannot come forward into battle, and every single night it's a battle against the refs and against the other teams. And these other coaches are literally seeing, Carl Smesco has no idea how to use Angel. And now that he's figuring out how to use her offensively, he doesn't know how to protect her. Because again, if Angel had the same amount of free throws as another player who only shoots threes does, she would be a 20 plus a night solid player in her seat. But and other coaches, and you notice the reason that player can get all those free throws is because game after game after game, Stephanie White was there in the rest faces. Stephanie White was there talking to the rest. Stephanie White was there getting fined in the press conferences so that she can set up her player for success. Becky Hammond has done the same. Cheryl Reeve has done the same. And all these coaches have made it to the semifinals, if not the finals. Carl Smesco is always going to be a first round exit coach unless he learns how to step up for your player. You don't start becoming a championship level coach when it's game 44 and you're entering into the finals. The way they're officiating her now in the regular season is only going to get worse in the playoffs. And he doesn't understand that.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
because
say
it's not
this.
all
Let
about
me let
analytics.
you
It's trying to think
let
about
you
emotion.
understand this, you guys. You know, Michael Cooper is probably one of the coolest people and was one of the smoothest Lakers of all time. Michael Cooper barely got into scraps. Yes, he was a great defensive mogul. He was an agent of chaos, of, you know, stripping the ball and taking the ball and being in spaces and shooting the gaps. Michael Cooper was smooth, though. He was a very smooth. But when he came to the LA Sparks, he did not the whole season. If you guys go back and look in the ones that they do have recorded, soon as Candace Parker came and the bullshit started, because MSL, this ain't the first time. Now I will agree with Candace. She was picked on too. She was bullied on. She was also beat up. She was picked on. I don't give a damn about what your personal feelings is. When she came to the league as a rookie, they were jumping on her because she was that good. And the coach she had, Michael Cooper, seen it going on and stopped it right away, addressing the W, addressing the referees. This ain't the first player that we done seen get beat up on. Angel ain't gonna be the last player. But what the difference is that this is now. That was then. This is now. Then you were building. Then you were trying to become. Then you so-called didn't have the budgeting to be able to protect Candace when Candace came in. Then, by the way, for those information, Candace Parker, even though she's a fucking hater, she still was the rookie of the year and MVP of the finals and a champion. So get on, you know what I mean? We talk about facts, not feelings, even though she's a fucking hater. But the thing is that she was beat up, guys. Let me get the money. Let me get the money. And they have not fixed this problem, my panel. They haven't fixed this. So we're going to get into what Semesco got to say, and then we're going to get back on subject after what he said. Hey, shout out to my boy BG. You becoming, hey man, I appreciate you.
You have another super chat, by the way.
You cross Angel, she will turn her back like Chicago Scout. With her suspension, she will walk. I wanted Angel in Dallas, BG. Yeah.
Jose
yes.
seemed like he got a whole bunch of more cojones than Mr. Smesco.
Sure enough. Mr. 6688.
Summer,
you already know, Mr. Hey, if one of Reeves' stars was knocked on her ass 3 times in the first quarter and no fouls called, she would have lost her mind.
That's a good point.
Somebody, Brother Jonathan, you got your whole background, but no reaction from Carl. No reaction. So you're right, Emma. You're right. There's a situation where this is like out of control. I'm gonna go to my last 2 people, and then we're gonna hear some Masco. Brother Jonathan, go ahead and shoot. Go ahead, Brother Jonathan.
Okay, so first thing I want is Izzy Harrison is a, I don't know if I can say it. Am I allowed to say the B word? Or Izzy Harrison's a bitch.
Don't say it.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Don't call the sisters no bitches, man. We don't do that over here. We don't do it.
But he doesn't mean it. He's saying only for this moment. That's
I know, but I don't MSL. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Nah, but one thing we're not gonna do is not act like these girls are, these women are bitter. And this ain't the first one.
A witch. She's a witch. Go ahead. Go ahead.
A witch. Okay. Yeah. A witch.
Okay, witch is better. Yeah, she's a witch.
Yes.
This ain't the first time. I'm not surprised either, because I have watched videos where men was discussing how older women are bitter. They feel threatened by the younger women and how they're being the most attractive and being the most looked at and are the biggest trenders. And the older women can't stand that. So the fact that Izzy is still pissed off about Angel taking her spot in her rookie season in Chicago.
Which me and you talked. I remember that 2 years ago, Jonathan, on KSAP channel. Go ahead.
Like, you holding that grudge when Teaspoon was the one that allowed Angel to start when you was hurt. You can't blame Angel for that, for taking your spot. If anything, you can't even blame Teaspoon. You need to blame your little injury, because if it wasn't for that, you probably if you would have stayed healthy, then probably you would have had your starting spot. But let's be honest, when Izzy came out the bench, all I saw was mostly turnaround jumpers and, you know, going to basket. And that was it. I didn't see nothing else from Izzy. You know, she didn't play down the stretch. You know, she got bullied in the paint. She sucked that defense. She pretty much convinced Teaspoon that she wasn't a starter. So if anyone were to blame that Izzy needs to hurt, it's Izzy. And for all these other people who's condoning, who laughing, saying Angel deserved it or she was a bully herself, man, they can go straight to the pits where Satan is at, because we're not gonna keep having all this heartless
Amen, brother.
taking all this, you know, have all this evil. I can't believe Angel has brought the evil all these people like that, bro. It don't make sense. I don't see the point of hating her when she's suffering enough, getting beat down every game, having Mabry slapping her arms every time she's trying to go for a layup, or Timmy hugging all up on her. And to add insult to injury, Izzy attempting to snap her, to put a serious injury on her body with that little takedown. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Izzy is lucky that everyone is on Angel's radar, because if Angel was just a regular player, Angel would have stayed on top of her and start whooping her behind. Like, she needs to be lucky that everybody came over there to separate her and Angel, because she was saved that game.
Oh, she was.
And she was even more safe now that they ejected her. She needed to be thankful for being ejected.
Angel about to waylay on her.
Miss D, go ahead.
Go ahead, Miss D. Where's Miss D?
Oh, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can hear
hey,
you.
everybody. Now, I was gonna say you're gonna be mad at Bro Call, but it's the Sky residue. I'm gonna say it like this, and the reason why I say that because it's Jeff's fault. Yes, I think she's very immature. She needs to grow up instead of being bitter, sort of kind of towards her. You're 32 years old. You've been in the league for 9 years. Chicago Sky has a history of promising players that are not starters. That they okay, but they're not starters. And they promised her before Spoon got there that she's gonna be a starter.
No, that's not true. Jeff wasn't there before Spoon.
So who promised her as a starter? Because I know it wasn't Spoon.
Yes, it was Spoon. She was letting all of her veterans have their chance.
But she never was a star like that. So, but anyway,
Neither was Dana Evans.
None of them. And I don't get that. I understand what, yeah, but so she got in her head, okay, I'm a starter, but when Angel came in and schooled you, you couldn't handle that. It's just it's not you're not very mature. And that was like how many years ago now? Almost 2 years ago now.
Going on 3.
No, almost 3.
Going to 3. So you have to okay, it's one thing to want to score on Angel, but you took it all the way. She was just going crazy.
Yeah, she looked nuts.
And you're right. And then you laugh and go into the locker room. And it just
she looked like an evil witch.
Right.
And then if you notice, Miss D, Angel is starting to do that, which I think this is a tactic that she's using, because if you notice in the last past games, Angel is starting to come in and do like that, and then she starts to heat up, and I think that's a tactic she uses to not get as many fouls, because she know they're gonna call the fouls on her. If she really wanted to get at her, she could have been did that. But I think that's what Angel is doing, guys, to avoid getting those fouls in the beginning. Because remember, she couldn't catch no break in that first quarter. They were giving them out like hotcakes. Just giving them out.
I know. She's like, what I do? It was
you know
one
what's
play.
so weird though? You know what's so weird? She wasn't getting any calls down low, either when they passed the ball or on the offensive rebound. She got none. However, when she started driving to the basket, she was picking up cheapy fouls. So is this that idiot rule which rewards the perimeter players but not the players down low because she didn't get any calls
Absolutely.
down low.
Absolutely.
So still,
But then when she drives to the basket, that's when she gets all her calls. Like it's like the crepe. So I can get slapped to death down low and not get a call, but I could drive, and then all her teammates, if they just got touched driving to the basket, they call the foul. So
Well, let me say this. Let me say this. So,
can I say something before? So I understand a rematch between Atlanta and Toronto tempo, and I will be at that game on June 22nd. So I'll be watching closely. Yeah, I'm going to be watching closely at State Farm Arena to see if Izzy and her teammates are going to pull that same stunt on Angel again and see.
I doubt they're going to do that.
Well, you know what? It was mostly Izzy and Mabry. Mabry was like, so what? You know that she got this foul. Something happened. She's basically
yeah. Because I won't hesitate to jump. I won't hesitate to jump over the stands and run to that court to save Angel.
Right, but don't do
that. Don't do that. They're gonna
don't do that. But
she got a bodyguard. She got a bodyguard.
The fans really gonna get on her. I mean, in Atlanta. But I wanted to say that. Okay, that was like almost 3 years ago. You and Mabry and Dana.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. Y'all supposed to be the veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to act like that's kind of okay, fine. I guess you want to prove that you belong. Look, you're not on Angel's level. You are a WNBA player. You deserve to be in the league. I mean, you did enough. It's not like you a bum, but at the same time, you're not at her level.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's a journey woman,
right? It's okay.
Because she hasn't been a starter her whole career.
Exactly, but it's disgusting. Like I said, you 32 years old. You've been in the league 9 years, and you know jealousy is a nasty thing.
A hell of a drug,
right? It's nasty. And then you had Natasha Cloud egging it on, and now we see they meant for each other. Natasha Cloud I don't know what's going on with her, but I just hope that next game, because Angel will whoop your butt, that you kind of control yourself and look at what you did.
What did Natasha Cloud do?
You know, basically going at it with the fans.
She desperate. She still want Izzy back.
No, right. I mean Natasha Cloud said on Threads, you know, that she likes the energy that Izzy was giving.
Right.
And then when the fans were like, you know, you're effed up, blah, 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 she was like, y'all, she was trying to backtrack and say, like, y'all can't come at me sideways and then get mad when we respond. And then she said, oh, I have you guys triggered. And it's like, first of all, you 35. You 35. You got about 3 braids in your head, Miss Girl. You need to worry on growing the rest of your hair instead of being in this business. She need to worry about coming off the bed.
Yeah,
35 and 32. And Angel showing more maturity. That's crazy. How do a 24-year-old?
But we do know Tasha Cloud like Angel though, for real.
Yeah, she like Angel. But I'm saying, but she's not. They both of them is not mature.
Yeah.
No, she
they both immature.
but you know, Natasha Cloud is always going to shade Angel when it comes to Izzy, and I'm like, girl, Izzy dated you.
Oh yeah, that's her girlfriend. Yeah,
that's her girlfriend today. You know, it might not be tomorrow. So
they up and down on her. But the coach, if that was Cheryl Reeve, you see how Cheryl get down. You see her almost take off her clothes and her belt.
Well, don't take off your clothes, Cheryl.
Listen, she do. Yeah, I know.
Let me get this money. Let me get the money.
Okay.
Izzy, T Brown, 22. Thank you for the $5 super chat. It says Izzy got drafted in 2015, but she was injured, so she didn't play until 2016. She's been in the league 11 years, but has missed 3 years with injury. Yes, she's kind of injury prone, but the was the last.
You sure his name ain't T Harrison?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it.
Stop it.
Don't say it.
So let me talk the same thing, Miss D.
Let me say this. Izzy is not a bad player. She is not.
No, she's just not a star. But she thinks she is.
Right. She's not a star, but she's not a bad player.
No.
She has a bad nature about herself, and she's a bitter woman. Let me say it again. She's a bitter woman that feels like she was mistreated on the Chicago Sky by Teaspoon, not Jeff P, Miss D. Teaspoon. Okay, she felt like Teaspoon did her ugly and did not give her a real.
How does she feel that? That's weird.
I agree with what Tiffy. I
He
agree
didn't
with
give her a
Tiffy said,
real
bro,
chance and favoritism because she said it during the press conference.
But then you just said that T gave. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Miss T. I agree with Tiffy and Co. You've been a bench player your whole life. This chick is a 2-time All-Star, will be a 3-time All, far better player than you, etc.
Teaspoon
How
started
you
off
gonna
the
hold
season.
a grudge 2 years later? It's not like Angel turned out to be a bum and you want to get back at her.
Exactly. I agree with
Angel's
that.
a great player.
Right.
So what are you mad about? Like, what are
It
you mad
doesn't
about?
matter.
Go ahead, Miss
She's
T.
a
I'm
bitter
sorry.
woman that has been left by the boys.
But it has nothing to do with basketball.
delusional.
She's just a crazy bitter Delulu.
Yeah.
That's what she is. She's a bitter
She's
crazy
delusional
Delulu.
because like you said,
I agree.
Teaspoon gave her the opportunity over Angel. You didn't do nothing with it. How you gonna get mad at Teaspoon?
Yes.
Angel beat you out fair and square. You did not come in practice. She beat you in practice. What you want her to do?
She was ready. She was there early. Let me get the money. Let me get the money. Welcome in, Jane Green. Welcome in. This is the show that's for you. Hit the like button. My name, Bro Claude. This is the Gingerbread Man. If you've been here, please subscribe and be a part of this chat because you get celebrated here. Let's hear from Semesco, guys, because we in the 2-hour mark, so we almost, you know what I mean? We gotta move forward real quick. I want to get my point across. So Semesco, guys, he gives his statement, and let's all listen.
And so many people had a really good game for us. I thought we played really well the last 3 quarters of the game, and so many people had, you know, really good performances. Rye was fantastic. Leash was really good. JC distributed the ball, had 9 assists. Angel just got a remarkable number of offensive rebounds. And then it was so nice to see Izzy's contributions off the bench. I mean, she's just been getting better and better each game, but it's a good win for us, and hopefully we can build upon it going forward.
Coach, when Angel's getting set on the offensive glass, how much of a lift that you get those second and third chance on this?
Yeah, I mean, it helps us. You feel good about taking the shot when you know if you miss it, your teammate's going to clean it up for you. And you know, that third quarter in particular and early fourth, I mean, she was just relentless on the boards.
The FIFA World Cup 2026, 104 matches, 48 teams, 16 cities. Let the games begin.
Position, grabbing it, putting it back in, just a great job by her to get us extra possessions.
And obviously, she got off to a little bit of a slow start today, but she really turned it on the second half. Fourth quarter, I think she had back-to-back end ones. Kind of, what does it say about kind of like her growth as a player to be? But some of those are really struggles.
Yeah, I think you know, just sticking with it. You know, everybody goes through, you know, some tough patches of a game. You just got to keep playing, and just shows if you stay with it, you can, you know, turn it around. And I mean, she turned it around in a big way today.
Let's go to Glaze. Go ahead, Glaze.
Hey, Coach, we talked about a little bit pregame, but being able to, I won't say contain, but maybe contain Sykes and Mabry to holding the 20 points together seemed like it was a big thing for you guys tonight. Talk about it on the defensive side, what y'all were able to do to maybe slow them down tonight.
Well, it was definitely a team effort. You know, we were definitely trying to key in on them as much as we can to make it difficult for them to get easy looks. They're such good players. They can make tough shots, but that's what we were willing to give up, you know, try to keep it out of their hands. If they do get it, at least make it something contested, something difficult. You know, Rye just played incredible defense. Leash really did a good job as well. And then when we'd switch, JC had some turns on both Mabry and Sykes, and she did a great job. And whenever we got hung up, you know, one of our bigs would switch, and, you know, you're guarding really good guards on the perimeter, and they were able to move their feet and at least make things difficult. So team effort, great job defensively. I thought the last 3 quarters defensively were really good.
Go ahead, Jamila.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win. I actually wanted to ask you about just the poise that Angel Reese has had as far as like dealing with the physicality of the game, with being fouled, with maybe not getting calls going her way. Just what have you seen out of her?
Yeah, definitely. It's one of those situations where she's going to be inside, she's going to be physical, and sometimes not getting the calls, and you just have to manage it. You can't control it, so you just gotta keep playing. And I thought she did that.
You have to manage it. You, Semesco, have to manage it.
Thank you, bro, Claude. I was going to
You
ask
have
you
to manage it, Semesco. It's not for her to manage it. You have to manage it, because you have to see that this girl is going to get hurt. You have to see that your player is going to be hurt. And that's what happened with Tyler Marsh.
Tonight, then I think that's a.
Unfortunately, I'm going to say it, Teaspoon too. We love Teaspoon. But Angel also, I mean.
She got beat. Yeah, she got beat up that rookie.
She got beat up. But at least Teaspoon was going nuts and crazy about it. But even though, it's called, when you a person like Teaspoon, when she was yelling, and you guys, we know that she had to be held back and all of the other shit that she was doing on the side. She also, what I would tell you, MSL and Tiffy Cole will probably agree with me. She also, when you're seeing that your player is not going to get the call, she's a rookie, you see that she's getting beat up. It's called load management. Then you have to start saying, okay, I see this player. When this player is in, I don't want Angel to actually be in the game more than several minutes with this player, because they're going to beat the shit out of her. So we're going to switch this. I'm gonna tell E Will to get that, that witch. Get the witch. Because E Will is the enforcement. If y'all didn't know that, E will knock your ass down. She don't play no games. For real, for real. E Will from Duke.
Yeah, but he got that Mr. Rogers demeanor. I'm not even sure if he could even think about it.
I'm just saying, who is the enforcer on this goddamn team? They too
That's
damn
a good
nice.
question. It should be Okot. Okot look like she run through a wall. Or
Well, she will. I mean, she will. She will. But who is it? Who is the enforcer on this team? They being too goddamn nice.
Here's the thing, bro, Club, which is interesting. He made that idiot comment, but what he doesn't realize is if he would have made a comment on the officiating, and this is something that none of us have talked about. I know I haven't, but we gotta call a spade a spade. Angel has been in the league for 2.25 years, and it's never been a discussion in the national media about the way she gets fouled. It trickles a little bit with Caitlin because they claim they don't like her and she's mugged and all this stuff. But we all know Angel gets way more beat up than Caitlin Clark, and I don't ever it being recalled in the national media. So now that you got all these black celebrities, etc., who are alleged fans of the Atlanta Dream and they're watching it, if he would have made this comment, all them black podcasters and cable shows and so forth, and even the white ones would have picked up on this, and then now you would have had to investigate it. And when you see all these videos posted of her getting hung on, hacked, slapped in the neck, slapped in the head, there's even one where she got slapped in the face in this game. Right, which also makes you wonder, are you trying to mess up her face? Like, why are you slapping her? Why are you slapping her in the face? But so there could have been so much more attention that could have been shown on this, because the only way to get them to stop doing this is once you shine a light on it, then they go, oh, too many people know, we can't do this no more. But as long as people don't know, or they think they're going to get away with it, they'll keep doing it, and you blew that opportunity, Smasco, unless you do it before the Indiana game. You little Mr. Roger Shipley librarian sweater wearing pop.
Let's listen to the rest.
Large reason why she had such a great second half of the game.
Go ahead, Wilton. Congrats on the win, Coach. One of my first questions is, obviously, Isabel, her scoring kind of came in different ways. She had a 3, a layup, free throws, and another late 3. I want to ask, how valuable is it when you have a young bench player that kind of just fits into the flow?
Well, I mean, she's very valuable and she's really talented, and we're very committed to making sure that she gets quality minutes off the bench. Last couple games, I think both games have been over 15 minutes, and she's today was probably her best game of the year. She's had some good ones, but this one was really to the next level. She gave us a spark in that second quarter where we were able to make a run despite being down double figures. So I thought, she did a good job defensively. She's guarding some 4 players and then guarding some guards, and she's doing a good job with her communication. I just think each game she looks a little more comfortable, and she's really talented. So that talent's coming out now.
And one quick follow-up. You kind of alluded to it already when you talked about the defense, but specifically in the second half, what you guys were able to do to slow down the tempo. What did you like about your team's defensive discipline?
Well, I thought that everybody was committed to the same things. So we were communicating to make sure that we were not giving up any advantages. In the first quarter, we had some miscommunications and it ended up being layups and open threes. And I like how they pulled together. They started communicating all these situations, and now it was much more difficult for them to get open shots. And, they're a really good team with some really good scorers. So you're going to have to communicate and utilize switching some if you're going to limit some of their good looks. And, I was just glad to see the players took it upon themselves to make the adjustment and play a great last 3 quarters today.
Let's go to Haley.
Hey, Coach. This season we've talked a lot about, you guys bouncing back in the second half or even just in the fourth quarter. But today we saw the team bounce back with a 34-point second quarter. Can you just speak to the defensive ability as well as what you saw from the team?
Make your browser fast. Make your browser.
When you play better defense and you either force turnovers or tough shots, it's a lot easier to get into your transition game. And I thought we were committed to running in that second quarter. We were really pushing it. We were getting the corners filled, and now we were able to space them out, move the ball, get in the paint, and then we made good decisions once we got the ball to the paint. But that's how we want to play every game. We just, started off a little slow before we really decided to really start pushing it and pushing the tempo. And I do think it started with, our defense making plays and forcing tougher shots. That just got everybody fired up to get the ball down to the other end and see how quickly we could create good shots.
Let's go to Ernest. Ernest, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win. Throughout the course of the season, we've been hearing a lot about controlling emotions, things of that nature. And Alicia Gray talked about today that the team takes a woosah moment between plays to reset or stay composed. Is that something that you've emphasized as a coaching staff, or is that the mindset the players have developed on their own?
Well, I mean, they have to do it. I mean, we have talked about managing emotions better, and I think that is key in this league. I mean, there's going to be calls that go against you don't like. There's going to be runs by the other team. There's going to be, you're going to be playing against great crowds and great environments like they had here, and you're going to have to manage your emotions and get on to, the next play. And so it's something that we emphasize, but, particularly Leash is really kind of taken to it. And, I know she feels like it's helped her just to take a deep breath in some of these moments and regroup. And, she's having another outstanding year for us and really even better than last year.
Let's finish up with Micaiah. Micaiah.
I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. This shit I can't make up. He should have said the emotions, yes, maintaining our emotions, that's what we have to do. But tonight it was a situation where it went too far. See, this was his chance to say, it went too far in this game and emotions got really high. And I think the way that the refs managed the game made this go over the top, where two players that was being competitive now had become to clash with each other. This was the time that he had advantage to say that Angel was being motivated by Izzy, underlying motivation of old tension. No, it's not make-believe. The announcers even said that it's something, much longer, much stronger. The announcers can even know, even saying, even though Semesco, you may not know what the hell happened or who the fuck or wherever it happened. But this is my problem. Coach, you have to say what it is. Angel was in a situation where she was not the aggressor, where she was looking to get calls for things in plays that she did not get. Izzy and her had tension amongst one another, and the referees did not calm and soothe the game. There's nothing wrong with that. There's not even a goddamn fine of that, because that's what happened. It was a ball over. It's facts over feelings. And I'll let y'all go. I'm done. I don't even want to hear no more of this shit.
You know what? You know what, guys? It's very sad.
ADP. Go ahead.
It's getting to the point where if you're gonna be an Angel Reese fan, you're gonna have some tough skin, because all these shenanigans and everything that Angel goes through, we have to continue to support her, like on our podcast or whatever. But it's like we gotta completely fight for her, like, and it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't have to, fight every single game for a player. But if you're gonna be an Angel Reese fan, you got to be ready and prepared.
And does he not forget that he's going into the Lions Den on Thursday against Indiana with elbows Boston herself?
He doesn't care though.
You don't care.
He doesn't care. The only thing, if you listen to Carl talk, which I hate listening to him talk, but if you do listen to him talk, he only gives a crap about the guards, right? The stuff that he says, like, oh, we made better decisions with the ball when it went into the paint. Is he actually okay? He's talking about better decisions with the ball. Like, it's nice that Ryan Howard don't be shooting bullshit. Oh, excuse me. That Ryan Howard don't just be shooting BS in the middle of the game whenever she feel like, but we got to make better decisions with the ball in the paint. Like, miss me with it. Miss me with that. Carl Semesco only cares about offensive schemes for the guards. He's a guard-focused, guard-heavy coach, right? So I don't necessarily blame him, but my thing is, when you put your future of the franchise on the line and you bring in a superstar like Angel Reese, you got to know what you're signing up for. You got to know. And the thing about it is, like, if Angel had gone to a team, any other team that had dominant bigs before, the coach would have known what to do, right? Carl Semesco really pays attention more so to the perimeter. So he doesn't really see or care about what happens in the paint until recently. So he would not know going into this season just how horribly, Angels officiated, because they never exploited it in Atlanta. If you watch the games last year, Angel would always go off versus Atlanta because they never exploited the paint with her. But other coaches see that and they take advantage of it. So as if Carl Semesco really has to step up, and you can't just be hypercritical of the paint and letting your guards do anything. If that had been Ryan Howard that got choked and yoked and all that other stuff, he would have been cussing in that press conference. I promise you that.
I don't know, but I hope that wouldn't be the case.
I don't
That
know.
that is the case. He's only ever gotten a tech this season for Ryan Howard. And I'm not saying that it's favoritism or anything like that. I'm just saying that he finds perimeter play more valuable than the paint. The paint is an
He does.
he does. The paint is an extra thing that can get them extra points, but he wants to play at the perimeter.
But in fairness, Tiffy, unless I don't recall it correctly, it almost seemed to me like Angel took the first 6-7 shots of the game.
Yeah.
So in fairness, they were trying to get the ball to Angel and
Get him started.
And for whatever reason, it didn't work out, whether it be the fouls or her missing the shots, to be fair. And then later in the game, when she realized she wasn't getting the calls, she started driving to the basket. I think at one point she scored six straight points. So I don't buy this thing that he doesn't support Angel. I think he does. I just think he's very analytical. He doesn't have much emotion in the
that's
game.
what I said though. Like if you look, there's a graphic that was sent out that showed the kind of shots that every team makes. Atlanta Dream is mostly BS at the perimeter, and then a couple of shots at the rim. They don't do any mid-range. Nothing between 8 feet to 15 feet is being shot at the team. I'm not saying that he doesn't support Angel. Clearly he does. But supporting a player is different than setting them up for success. And he has not done that.
But Chuckle Chatter just commented on that. He said, I think Chuckle Chatter said something about not supporting her as a human being. And I think in this case, she's not being supported as a human being, because before we even get to the basketball stuff, when you see her hit the floor like that after being grabbed, held, choked, pulled the entire game sometimes by 3 or 4 players. Right. Time should have stopped right there. Either you would have said something on the court or you would have said something on the press conference, whether you got thrown out. He should have made a demonstrative thing. And this whole Mr. Rogers, or I'm just happy to be here, oh shucks kind of thing is not going to work.
I bet that couldn't happen with Sidney Johnson.
Right. And he's supposed to be a nice cuddly eraserhead type of guy, minion looking type of guy. And look what he did. So I'm sure Angel's going to talk to him. I'm sure Angel's going to talk to that assistant GM, the little pretty black girl you always see near the bench. She's the assistant GM, Brooklyn, I think her name is. I'm sure she's going to talk to him so she can talk to the GM, so the GM can talk to the president to be like, hey, something needs to be done. And I know she's not going to come out and say it clearly, but the innuendo is, if I'm all WNBA something, I'm getting the hell out of here if I don't feel I'm being protected.
But that's the thing, though. Angel should not have to do that. If a good coach does that for their players, a good coach, look, Paige got that. Look at Natalie Nakase. She says, I would rather me get the tech than my players get the tech. She's a good coach. And she literally said, she's getting that tech rescinded that Salon got because she was clapping. She said she was clapping at me. Carl was stand there while the refs Angel breathed too hard. The refs give her a tech, and Carl's over there standing there, wondering how many spins around the sun we've done so far in the year. He's not doing nothing on the sideline except for staring.
Yeah, Atlanta is kind of like butt kissers because I know he's Al Davis's son. But if you look at Vegas, they've done a lot of things that the league didn't want against the league and basically said, screw the league. We're going to do what we want. Now, I know they've done some things that's not so nice, like with De'Erica Hamby and so forth. But I'm just speaking as far as the good things, like the charter planes, the bonuses, paying Asia not to play, et cetera, et cetera. They do what and it seems like Atlanta has to make a decision. Now that you have someone like Angel Reese, now I sound like Tiffy Co, right, bro club. When you have somebody like Angel Reese, you got to make a decision on how you're going to handle your franchise, and you can't try to be Mr. Nice Guy. You got to do what's best. You can't be like Chicago South by making money in the background, moving to bigger arenas, doing this, selling this. But then on the court, you're risking her getting hurt. No, you got to handle that too, because guess what? If you don't, Angel's gonna leave your ass too, like she did Chicago.
I believe that. Go ahead, Ms. D.
Yeah, I agree. Now you notice all the good coaches was only a few. Becky, Cheryl Reeves, they will defend their players. It don't matter. It don't have to be just the star. It'd be anybody. If they feel something wrong, they get with the refs. You know what? He do kind of have a Tyler Marshmallow type of personality a little bit.
I told you, Miss D.
He do.
He's just a little smarter with better players.
Right, but his temperament is too passive. It is too like look, I love Leash and Ryan, but sometimes when they start jacking up the three, I guess that's what he likes. They might have to sit him down. He afraid to sit him down. You can't be afraid of stuff. You can't be afraid to speak up. Angel needs that because she didn't feel that after Spoon left. Her last year, she didn't feel that.
She did for the record, like MSL said. For the record, she said she feels safe with Semesco. Okay, for the record, she feels like he favors her on certain things, and he has her back. Okay, and he has taken his pastime, his personal pastime, Ms. D, to show her the things that he wants her to know about his.
Yeah, he works with her personally.
Right, he wants her to know.
I see that. Right, I see that part. But I'm talking about the part where we talk about today.
Part.
Yeah, just get a technical. Like last year, get a technical, Coach Marshmallow. He didn't do that. And same thing with semester. Don't be afraid to get a technical.
Because Angel feels when you're not taking up for her now. She feels that.
But Bro called him Miss D. I think the problem with his personality type is, and I know it's a cliche to say he's an analytical guy, but he's an analytical guy combined with having a low-key personality. So where the analytics come in, is that you look at everything as a progression, not at the moments, because you think everything will balance out, right? That's why they say shoot 3-pointers, because even if you hit 33% of them, it still equates to 50%.
But when is he gonna learn? When is he gonna learn that Ryan Howard shot them out of a playoff win? Because I think there was better. I still think even last year there was better than the Fever, even without Angel. It was better.
Well, Ryan shot 38% from the field last year, 38%, and Leash was much better at 45%.
Yeah, but when it came down to the playoff game, she shot him out of it instead of taking it to the hole and drawing fouls. She just kept chucking up shots. At some point, you had to say no, and that's what I'm saying. His coaching.
Let's just hope that he learns a lot. And Bro Claude knows this very, very well from covering Michael Jordan. A lot of times when we think a coach runs a team, it's actually the players that run the team.
And that's the problem.
And I'm hoping that Angel but remember, Angel is holding something over their head. They don't have first-round picks for the next 2 years. So if Angel walks, they're left holding the bag. So
that's what I'm saying. So he got to get it
power.
together.
Angel has power over them, and she just has to communicate it to the coach and to her teammates that, hey, if we want to win a championship, this is what we got to do. But like what y'all are saying, before we even get to the basketball stuff, dude, I could have broke my back out there today. I could have bruised my tailbone. If you bruise your tailbone, you're out for what, a month, 2 months until it heals? This is crazy when you see it flash in front of you. And yeah, he should have crashed out, but his little Mr. Rogers behind, it ain't making him do that because he's just happy to be in the neighborhood, right?
Well, that's why I'm saying I'm not buying it. Sorry, I've seen him go to bat for Ryan Howard. I've seen him go to bat for Nance Hillman too. He just doesn't care. He doesn't understand how important it is. He's not a quiet Mr. Nice guy. And again, coaches, that's why I said his ego was too big. Like, he got to put that to the side. The way he coached last year is not going to work this year. He has
Tiffy, you do realize that he has to, but Tiffy, he has to know that if Angel doesn't play, his season is shot, right?
Listen, he is trying to tell you, MSL, we ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. We're not.
At all.
I was here last year. I saw it before Angel came. I saw it. I saw them both.
Yeah, I get it. They didn't pass to Bree. They didn't pass.
No, Bree had to get out the mud. Bree had to
I
BG
get
get out
that.
the mud.
and BG either. That's why she left.
And BG, that's what I'm saying. Like they wasted talent. That man came in
She
and
didn't
Tina
come back.
Farrell said, "Peace." She
Natasha
not
Howard left.
right
Mhm.
because they're like, nah, this guy is not for me. He's a guards coach, and
But
so
let me.
again,
But I'm assuming the reason why they got Angel was because they realized their mistake and they wanted to.
But he has to
improve on
change.
it.
That's fine.
And I think we're just going through the evolution process.
But
go ahead.
but you know what? Maybe they should have had. Maybe Semesco is not the right coach for this type of personnel.
He's not.
I'm not
So-
trying to say that he's not the right Miss D. I'm not really trying to say that. He is a better coach than Tyler Marsh.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
but you got to
always-
get
it's
the right
not always-
coach.
Right, but it's not always the coach's fault when you got a underlined in an undertone person who, because Ryan had, like Sister Keisha went to the Dallas game and saw the Dream Dallas go at it, and she said she was right behind the bench, and Ryan Howard emphatically is the leader of the team, and she called the shots. So go ahead.
And that's the problem. And I don't think she should be the leader of the team. I just think because I think it should be shared. And
Yes.
that's why I say that because they all have leadership abilities. And Ryan Howard,
Maybe that game she had,
right.
she acted that way because I've heard other
Right.
people say they
But-
see Angel taking over the team. So I
Right,
think it depends on who wants to express themselves that day. I guess.
But let's face it. I was going to say, Ryan, like I said, she shot the team out of the game. They should have won last year.
Yeah.
And Leash had to open her mouth too. Leash is sometimes too quiet too.
She passive.
Yeah, too passive. And you older than you older.
Right, she's older, but she's an introvert. She said
Right.
She said she's an introvert. She let her game speak for herself. She kind of like,
And that's not good sometimes. Sometimes you got even the most introverted players. But I want to go back to Coach Semesco. I have a kind of a comparison. Now it didn't look like it, but if you know Phil Jackson from the Bulls, that triangle offense was it's an analytical offense, is a system type of thing. And even though it looked like he was kind of quiet and passive on the sidelines, he would still get in the ref's ear. You don't have to be animated, but I don't see him even communicating to the refs, even in just, hey, let me talk to you. Say, I never seen that in the game when I was watching the game. He didn't call the refs over and say, hey,
To try to work the
right.
refs.
He don't know how to do
get
that.
what he wants
You don't have to
later in the
be
game.
right. You don't have to be like Cheryl. You don't have to be like Becky Hammond. You don't have to be like any other coach. You could be analytical. There's nothing wrong with being analytical, but you could at least call the refs over and say, hey, I'm concerned about how my player has been refed. I don't like that call. It's a way to do it. But he didn't even do that. Just the basic stuff.
And Chuckle Chatter said on the Toronto broadcast that Sandy said at halftime that their goal or their mission or the plan was to take Angel Reese out the game.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Well, yeah, but I don't think the way that I don't think.
I know. Not like the way.
Right.
The way
now maybe
did it,
Izzy
right.
was feeling like that, but maybe Izzy.
No,
And,
listen, y'all. Listen, Sandy Bandedello did say take her out of her game, but not in that way.
Right. That was personal. That was Izzy. Right.
She done it with New York. Remember you
Right.
guys when she was going for the double-double? She told
Right.
every single player, don't let her get it. Attack. Right. Do y'all remember that? He had another double-double about to have. And Sandy said, not play her to the end. Do not let Angel get that rebound. And they did.
Right.
Well, you know what? Funny. It's funny you say that, bro, Club, because you brought up a great point. after that game she had against the Liberty, right? It kind of reminds me of the game she had against Seattle in her rookie season when she had the 2 threes and she scored 27 points. And it seemed like around that time is when the league started officiating her differently, when it was like, oh snap, she had 27 points with 2 threes. We gotta put a stop to this. So here you have this game with 25 points. Could have been 31 points, right? If she would have got those 2 and 1s, right? It could have been 30 or 31 points. So now she's on a roll. Her confidence is good. The team, and it just seemed like by hook or by crook, they were going to try to stop her. And I get Angel's perspective. Angel's perspective is, hey, I can step outside and take jumpers, but why should I if I can get positioned so easily down low, right? Or she can go, hey, I'm going to drive to the basket, but why should I when I can get positioned so easily down low? So eventually, yeah, she did start to drive to the basket once she realized she wasn't getting any of the calls, but it shouldn't have to be that way, because when you can seal someone so close to the basket, as soon as you turn around, unless it's not a clear
Barbecue chicken.
block, you should get the benefit of the doubt because you got that position and held it. I've never seen this before where a post player can get clear position in front of the basket, get hacked, and don't get the foul call. It's like the craziest thing. It's not like she's taking a runner from 12 feet away off balance. She's getting the ball where she should, turning around and shooting. She's getting hacked, or you get the offensive rebound, you go up, you get hacked, and you don't get the foul. I mean, it's like the craziest thing. And yeah, he should have said something.
But it's not crazy though. Like, it's intentional. Like, we know the biggest benefactor of the WNBA is a specific shoe company that Angel is a rival to. Nike and Reebok. Nike would be crazy to allow Angel to become and just be sitting and chilling and running through this league like a superstar that she is, because she's not giving them any money. They can't make money off of her. So that's why a lot of this is happening. Secondarily, they put all their money behind Caitlin Clark. Look at this now. Olivia Miles, before she just recently signed with Adidas, but Olivia Miles, if the league wanted to today, they could do the same thing that they did to Angel, which is change the way that she's officiated such that she can't play her game comfortably in the WNBA.
But they don't see Olivia as a
threat.
3. Whereas the thing is, they already know the Angel model because Angel already blitzed her in college. They already know if you allow people to see Angel, get to know Angel, to view Angel, she will be, if she already isn't, she will be way more popular than Clark, because that's what happened in college. Nobody cares about her. She doesn't look nice. She hasn't won a championship. She has no personality. There's nothing exciting about her game. She looks like Bob Cousy with hair from the 1950s, and she's not a nice person. She's not on the court. I'm saying she's not a nice person on the court. So what's there to like? But they've hit us with all this propaganda telling you, oh, she's the most popular this, most popular this, most popular. Well, why was it that she was only making $500K in NIL until 2024? How come she didn't have a Nike deal until 2024? How come all her NIL people were, guess what, official WNBA sponsors, which fee had already dropped dime on that they hooked her up. That's why Kathy said, I don't understand why this B is complaining, because didn't we set her up well? Fee already spilled the beans. And we already knew this because Erica Hamby already said the league picks and chooses who they want to be stars. So as we've discussed many times on this show, they offered that to Angel, and she said no because they asked her to get rid of her manager, do this, do this, do this, do that. And Angel said, no, I'm not going to do it. And even on that same show, Angel intimated that Kathy don't like her. She didn't say that, but she said something to the effect of, I would like to have a conversation with Kathy. I'd like to talk to her one day. I've never spoken to Kathy. I've never had a conversation. Stuff like that. So obviously, they don't like her because they bet on the wrong horse, and now they still try to keep this dying horse.
Yeah, they bet on the wrong horse.
Exactly.
It's not even about betting on the wrong horse, just that, because there are other Nike athletes. The issue is Olivia Miles does not threaten what Nike is wanting and what the league is trying to do with Paige, right? They didn't really have anyone to push this year. They don't really care that much about AZ. The problem with Angel is Angel has the capacity to knock off Caitlin, Asia Wilson, Sabrina Ionescu, every single player that Nike has put in a line to kind of be giving themselves money, right? In different eras, right? Different eras of the WNBA. They have a whole line of stars. And Angel, who has no allegiance to Nike whatsoever, pretty, popular, good at basketball. If Angel was allowed to play her game and got the whistle that she deserves, she would be an MVP candidate. And they cannot have that because Nike does not benefit from a Reebok athlete being an MVP candidate.
But that's where we, though, have to be loud about this stuff to embarrass the league enough to where they have. In other words, the officiating of Angel Reese has to become a topic and an issue and not just something to be dismissed.
Yeah, I mean, you got
Because it's been hidden under that level. Sorry, Tiffy, it's been hidden under that level for the last 3 years because the first 2 years, the first 2 seasons, they tried to tell us it was all about Caitlin Clark when people like I and Brocard and others, and I'm sure you, Tiffany, knew it was all BS because if that was the case, because, I mean, let's call a spade a spade. If you do a Google search right now and you say, who made college basketball or whatever, they'll say Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They're both there. So the argument that we make to tell you that all this is fake, at the very, very least, you should have promoted both players because the college game is more popular than the professional game. So
Yes.
you can't say that Caitlin Clark made the professional game popular when the player that was equally, if not more so, to that popularity, Angel Reese, was not included in any promotional material in that 2024 season. And that's one of the reasons why they downgraded her draft status by telling you, oh, all the things that she did in 2023, all of a sudden she couldn't do it. Oh, she can't shoot, she can't this, she can't this. She's just a rebounder, this, that. It drove her stock down. So when people say, oh, she beat out Izzy, I wasn't surprised. And I'm sure a lot of people weren't surprised because her game didn't change, just the method and motivation on how they want to promote her because she didn't take that deal in 2024. So they said, F you, Angel. You don't want to take the deal. That's okay. That's fine. You want to go at Reebok? Okay, that's fine. You don't want to go with State Farm? Okay, that's fine. You know, that we got something for you. And they thought they could punish Angel, not realizing that Angel was not only 100% self-sufficient, but she was strong enough to not fall for the BS. And to this day, she doesn't want to fall for the BS. Of course, you can make the argument she should have went with Nike and maybe her life will be different. Maybe, maybe not. But I am sure she's making a whole bunch of more money with Reebok. She has a whole lot more control and she wouldn't have the ability to hook up her friends like she does with Nike because they got, what, 8 WNBA players, whatever it is, where she has her own fiefdom over there at Reebok.
Absolutely. And this is what, guys, I got to do it. I just got to do it. Everyone to pay attention, please. I have to say it. This league bet on the wrong horse. This league, take the racism out of it. Because I don't think that, me personally, I don't think that Kathy is a racist. I think
she's just dumb.
She's not. She's very smart. She's very smart, MSL. That's why I want you to pay attention and listen to what I'm saying. She is a money person. Okay? She's known to be able to articulate revenue. She is a smart girl. She knows this chaos, this abuse, this evil and good type of thing that's going on in her league because she's the one that's in charge. She knows not only does it bring eyes, it brings rivalries. And when you have rivalries, you have chaotic.
But they're not real rivalries, Brocard, and I don't mean to cut
just
you
what
off.
I'm saying. No, they're made rivalries, just like tonight. The Tempo became a rivalry of the Dream, said Angel Reese, per Angel Reese, right? Because why, MSL? Right now, if you go to Twitter right now, Atlanta saying they can't wait. It's on the calendar for Tempo to come to Atlanta now.
That part I get, and I'm only going to interrupt you for this, bro, Claude. That part I get, but regarding the Clark Angel thing, I think most people on this panel would agree you didn't have to try to pretend one was good and one was bad in order to get people interested.
She didn't care. She
but
wasn't.
they promoted Angel as bad. And matter of fact, even in that national championship game, the WNBA could have shot that whole stuff down about Angel and that finger ring thing was the dumbest thing ever. Like nobody cares, but they made that into an issue, and the league or Caitlin Clark never stopped it. So my thing is, most of those people who support Clark, they don't watch the league. As a matter of fact, bro, Claude, I ran into a guy the other day who was arguing about this.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to him, he said, oh, someone who shoots 15% shouldn't shoot 3-pointers. And without getting into all the reasons why she should, I mean, you guys all know the reasons why. Ultimately, I said to him, oh, so basically what you're saying is there are other players in the league who shoot less than 15% from 3-pointers. So are you saying that they should stop shooting? And then he goes, of course, like he thought he had me. They should stop shooting. I said, well, guess what? Luckily, you're not a coach, because their coaches are going to tell them to keep shooting. And you know what he said to me? That's what's so bad about this league. That's why I don't watch this league. 95% of these people who support Clark, if they're real, they don't watch the damn league. And if they don't, everybody thinks they watch the Fever. I don't even think they watch the Fever. Most of these guys do not support the WNBA. These are like right-wing guys from Outkick and Fox and all of these sites that just don't like women. They don't like the sport. They're chauvinists, and they just support Clark because she was the great white hope, but she was promoted as the great white hope. So to your argument, bro, Claude, how can you cater to fans that will not support your sport? I think the money Kathy got was the same thing the WTA did when they took all the Chinese money circa 2012. They started doing all these tournaments in China because they were being paid, in the Middle East, or the so-called Middle East, because they were being paid, but they didn't get any more fans. They didn't get any more eyeballs. They didn't get any more viewers. And they alienated their core base in Europe, in the European tour, because they couldn't go watch anything in China, but they just took the money. So Kathy may have taken the money from Nike. She may have taken the money from Deloitte Touche. She may have taken the money from all of these people. But guess what? The people who actually support your sport don't like Caitlin Clark. The real people who watch the WNBA every day don't like Caitlin Clark because they know what's going on. The people who claim to like Clark don't even follow the sport. And ultimately, I think Kathy is digging a grave. This is why lately you've heard them start to criticize Caitlin Clark, because I think they realize that people don't really like this chick. The promotion and the PR that they're doing is falling thin, and people are seeing through it. And all these right-wing idiots, they're now going after her, probably because the Fever realized they can't deal with this anymore because she's such an asshole.
Yeah. Well, MOB, how you doing? Welcome to the panel. This Mo 3. What's up? What's going on, Mo? Go ahead and get on in here, baby boy. I already know I love Mo 3 here, sniper. Go ahead, Mo.
Hey, I kind of came late. I don't know really what y'all talking about, other than the
Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched the game. Hey, something weird happened when after I watched the game. I usually go to like ESPN and go look up the stats and stuff. And I saw that Alicia Gray had 7 assists, and I don't even see where that happened at. Like, do she be stumbling to assist? Because I swear the whole game I was yelling at her to pass the damn ball. She refused to pass the ball. The one time during the end of the game, close towards the end of the game, when she passed the ball to Barlays, I was shocked. I'm like, oh, she passed it? Took 2 dribbles and passed it. I'm like, what? I don't know. With Alicia, I thought used to think Jordan Canada was the problem. I think it's Alicia, man. She's worse than Kelsey Mitchell when it comes to passing.
Yeah. I don't know. When looking at it and bringing it to my attention, I have to look at it again. But it was a lot. So when it started getting chippy, my attention grew more. But I was, because I was out, so I could only listen. Watch it. I couldn't listen to what was going on. But Angel was not. She didn't have a good start. We all could keep it a buck. She did not have a good start. She did miss a few layups of her own. And when you look and analyze it, it was because she was getting roughed up on the other end. So by the time she comes down, you guys got to understand, man. I played this game, bro. When you get elbows, when you get slapped, when you get tugged, when the hands is around the waist, and when they throw you off when you're trying to attempt to go and jump and get a ball, that is tiring. You know what I'm saying, Mo3? That is exhausting. So some plays, Angel did get down court a little later, but then there was other times where I did see this one, Mo, when you guys remember the time they had the fast break and Angel had a hand up and Alicia Gray got the ball and it ended up going to Nas and then it went back to Alicia Gray and she chucked it. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah, I was screaming at her too. I'm like, pass the damn ball.
Yeah. So, but she had a chance to get it to Angel when Angel flashed. Remember, guys, when I tell y'all this, I don't be making it up. When Angel flashes, she has a clear path to the basket. Most times that she flash for her hand to say, hey, I'm open. She does not do that like most other bigs do because they just want the ball. Angel sees an advantage that she has in that particular second moment to put her hands up the flash and say, hey, I got something here. And they still have a little bit of failure to communicate or touch base with her on that. But they could clean that up when they watch film. But I do think that, it's a rough patch when it's the beginning of the season. It's still the beginning. We're not in the middle of the season. We're going towards the middle of the season. I'm not going crazy. I'm not nuts about the coach because I said this Mo3, which you already bagged me up in ADP. Camilla is Camilla. All right. They want Camilla to be this mega superstar, whatever it is. She's not that right now. Okay. I accept players for what stage they are in their development. But Angel is a star. She wants it. She has the motor. She drives to be better. She wants to be better, even after her mistakes that she's made in the last 3 years. You've seen Angel go tremendously higher than what the expectations are, right? We all know that Angel is doing exceptionally well for a 3-year player. But this is my problem. And then I can let you guys have it. What do you do when you are in your 3rd year, your 3rd season?
The beginning of your 3rd season.
This is your 3rd coach. This is your 3rd system. This is your 3rd absolute team. What do you do? Or what is the expectation? You guys tell me. For a player of Angel's caliber to come over, transfer in, because she's a transferred player, right? Transfer in to some systematical, methodological thing that Semesco has, that now it seems thereof, even though I gave him the credit, he has been working with Angel personally. He has been trying to get her systematically implemented in the offense that he's setting upon. He did say give him grace. I have given him grace, and he will continue to get grace until after the All-Star game. I'll give you guys what I think of Semesco. But after all of this of what we're talking about, still, you guys, panel, you have to be the coach to simmer things down when this type of play is going on, and you can possibly, you got one big that's on the side of the bench. Angel could be another with the trajectory of what's going on in the physical play of what's happening. I cringe each and every time that she's even under the basket when the ball hits the rim and she's under there, and I'm seeing this type of stuff go on and it's not being called. I cringe because you don't know any given game that she don't fall properly anyway, because she's a big heavy girl, right? Bottom, she's heavy bottom, right? We know she's slender at top, but her legs is so fucking powerful and big, and her waist and everything else down below, that when she's grabbed the way she's grabbed, guys, and the girl she tugged her and snatched her back like a collision, she can't possibly not be sore for the next game. And this is what I'm talking about. It's wear and tear.
Well, it's Thursday, so she's got a few days.
She got a couple days, but you know, she takes that MSL, sister ADP. We always touch on that. She takes that trauma into the next game. She always
Yeah.
So what is it that up here, us talking about this situation? We're not pampering, we're not pandering. I'm not trying to get into who don't like Angel and what that is and all of that, like MSL already know, and you too, ADP and Mo3. I'm just saying to the chat, to the people that will watch on the replay.
In
Angel,
defense of Angel to Chicago, I do think that Angel has an apparatus and a vehicle, no matter what some of us think, in Atlanta, where she can voice her issues with the team, and whether it's something they choose to do privately or behind the scenes with the league. But I do think that she can talk to her most immediate teammates, Ryan, Leash, the coach, and or she can go to that Brooklyn lady and or to the GM. But obviously she's not going to start there, because then that would be jumping the gun. She's going to try to work it out with the team, because we have to be fair. We do see Canada passing more. We do see Canada trying to work with her more. We do see them trying to get her the ball more. And like you said earlier, Bro Claude, he did say give him grace, because these things wouldn't all happen all at once. So when it comes to something like this, I think this thing freak Angel out. They have to know how Angel feels. Even Tiffy will admit there's no way they don't know how freaked out she was by this. Yes, on one hand, she could go, yeah, that's a petty bitch from
No,
Chicago.
she said she tried to hurt me. She
but
said
the refs, right? But the refs, that's an entirely different thing. And if she did tell them that, Bro Claude, yeah, the team has to pay attention to that. Because to go back to Tiffy's topic, when she goes, you can't have an Angel Reese and not know what comes with it. Well, we don't know what Angel said to them when she got there, but presumably they know the experience and or how to deal with her and protect her and deal with all this stuff. And those are the things that people like Tiffy Co are talking about when they say you have to know when you have an Angel Reese. It's not just a narcissism thing. It's how do you deal with the fame? How do you deal with the idiots? How do you deal with this? How you deal with idiots like Izzy? And how do you deal with the idiot refs? And most importantly, the idiot league. You got to be a fighter. You're not just going to win this championship by yourself. You're also going to have to fight the league. You're going to have to fight the refs, and you're going to have to fight the idiot players. And that's the kind of thing I guess Tiffy Co was talking about. And the whole team has to be in on it. And this is what we all thought when she went to Atlanta. And hopefully that's what they're doing. It will happen, and or Angel can help push it. And I know Kappa 1911 says they write the dream every time stuff like this happens. And he claims they do respond and get a reaction. So hopefully the fans and the season ticket holders will do the same, bro. Claude, to your question.
It could be the next one. It doesn't matter what order.
All right, no takers. I guess I'll go.
Mm-hmm.
The refs, I think, I mean, nah, I'm just gonna say it. Angel has the worst whistle in the WNBA, and it's ridiculous. She has the, all right, she has one of the worst
No,
whistles,
she
and
has
I'm,
the worst. Because
but she,
the scrubs don't count.
yeah, that's what that was gonna be my next point. But she absolutely by a far wide margin has the worst whistle of a star, not even a superstar, just a regular star. She don't have a whistle as good as them. And it's just ridiculous because what happened, Angel could have got hurt today because because of the
Yeah.
refereeing. The refs allowed it to go like that because they, from the beginning of the game, they was letting Izzy play bully ball.
Yes.
Yep.
And they wasn't doing anything. And when Angel started to get upset, they went after her. Like she
Right.
that phantom offensive foul that they called on her. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was, and why didn't Semesco challenge that? Like that was ridiculous. That wasn't no foul. Like I
You
don't
talking
know
about the
what the heck.
last one when she got the fifth foul?
No, 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 no. And that was her third foul.
Third foul. That was the third one. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was right after the confrontation, right after when Izzy turned the ball over on the travel and then Angel slapped the ball.
Fall down. Mm-hmm.
So they did that to calm Angel down. But I'm like, I don't see you doing nothing to calm Izzy down.
So they called a foul on that, but didn't give her a
Yeah,
tech or a foul when
and
she
then
slapped it out
yeah,
Angel's hand?
yes, and then
Wow.
that's what I'm saying. So when Izzy did the same thing, and right after, these are back to back to back to back plays, right? So when Izzy slapped the ball to try to do the same exact thing that was just done to her, but Angel showed her like, yo, I got muscles on here.
Right. This ain't happening. This ain't
Yeah,
that.
they
Yeah, she
should have
couldn't slap the
stopped
ball
Izzy
out of her
right
hand.
there. Once Izzy didn't get the tech right there, that's when she felt like, oh, I got a green light to go hard in the paint now. That's when she really started. She like, oh shit, they gonna let me do all this goofy stuff. I
Yeah.
might as well just keep doing it. That's why she didn't
Yeah.
even think she was gonna get thrown out the game. She was cheering and hyping up the crowd. She's like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Sandy
You know what I'm
should have
saying?
took her out.
Mo three, you said it. That's exactly what she thought. That's
Yeah,
why she
she
don't
would
have
have
to
got
sit
lost
there.
in the sauce when she got no repudiation for what she did.
Yes. She's
If
like,
if
oh,
you
I just did the same thing, no call. Angel does the same two things and got a call
this
and
is the
got
play right here, Mo 3.
yeah. But that's right after the offensive foul. And the Angel is like, what offensive foul? That was some phantom call. They just called it because right here, this is the play before that.
Even though it
When she
wasn't
turned it
Angel's
over, right
fault,
here, right
do
here.
you
She slapped the ball. So they like, oh, Angel getting a little too rowdy. So the very next play, they called the offensive foul, I guess to try to check her, be like, hey, hold up, we ain't letting you do this goofy shit and goofy stuff and start nothing. Look, where's the
even
foul
though it
here?
wasn't Angel's fault, do you guys feel that maybe Smesco was a little embarrassed, if this is the proper word, because Angel was getting engaged with Izzy and maybe he wanted her to be like him and just like kind of like be quiet about it? Like, what do y'all think about that?
I think that I hope that's not the case because that's incredibly anti-black. You can't police your players like that, right? I think that, when you look at Stephanie, the evolution of Stephanie White, the evolution and I guess the regression of Cheryl Reeves, like good coaches adjust to their personnel. Stephanie White, if you go back and watch her, she was never a coach to like, she would always like track the refs and kind of like be in their ear talking, but she was always a even keeled, not too high, not too low. But when she came to Indiana, she had to be that person to yell at the refs so that her player would not have to yell at the refs, right? And then she finally got her players, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and the other girl, the whistle that she wanted to get them. Same thing with Cheryl Reese. She used to always yell so that Fee could get her free throws and whatnot. But she doesn't have to do that with Olivia because Olivia is officiated differently, right? Same thing with Becky Hammond, and the list goes on. Nate Tibbetts as well. He's a quiet guy. He's a chill guy, whatever. But when he saw that they were trying to steal accolades and all these other things from AT and Satu, he's like, nah, I need to get hype if we want to make it far. And he made it all the way to the finals. Carl Semesco has to be able to adjust his coaching and his personality based on the officiating of his players, right? Because again, a coach cannot be the same kind of coach with a brand new team. And although Atlanta is still in Atlanta, although, you know, the core four or whatever he wants to call it came back, this is a completely different team. The 3 best players on the team includes a player that he has never coached before. And so this is a brand new team. He needs to bring a brand new coaching energy.
Thank you, Henry Hurley. He said, Mo3, he said Alicia Gray assists came second quarter, 619, 453, 245, and 55 in the second quarter. The third quarter, 356 and 202. The fourth quarter, 240 during the tempo game. So
I never noticed them.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying she didn't get the assist. I'm saying while I was watching the game, it didn't register like she
wasn't
was
noticed.
getting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
7
You couldn't
assists.
notice
When I
it.
saw the stats, I'm like 7. Like Jordan Canada, when I see 9, I'm like, okay, I saw Jordan Canada was trying to do some stuff. And now I
Right.
realize one of the main
But didn't she
reasons
have like
why.
8 assists herself last night?
Yeah, she had 9.
Hmm.
And
Didn't
ironically,
seem like it.
Angel had what, 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think she had 1 or maybe 2, one of the 2. But yeah, but no, you could tell throughout the game. Sometimes I was screaming at Jordan Canada to take the shot. But after I saw the stats at the end of the game, I realized what she was doing. She was 1 for 8. So she realized, oh, my shot is not working. Let me try to get everybody else the ball. That's why she was turning down open shots and all that, because they were letting her shoot because she was missing. But she didn't play into that game. Alicia Gray, she just gonna keep shooting until she make it. She missed her first 6 threes and she just kept jacking them up. I'm like, oh man, she like a Ryan Howard, but Ryan Howard is more likely to pass.
He
Alicia
was
Gray,
he was 5 for 9 from the 3-point line.
yeah, because she started making them. See,
Yeah.
that's the thing. She's streaky, so she'll miss 4 or 5 in a row and then make 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? So in the third quarter, that's when she started making them a lot. And it's not just the Angel thing too. Like, she just doesn't pass the ball, because she did the same thing to Nas Hillman. They got a steal, right? It was a
I
2
saw
on.
that.
Yeah, and I'm like, pass the ball, pass the ball. I yelling it. So from she passed half court, she should have been past the ball. She just drove all the way and it ended up being a turnover. I'm like, what the heck, Alicia? What are you doing?
Well, we're going to learn a lot about this team on Thursday, because if you remember the first Indiana game, it was actually the Dream that were coming off the game 2 nights before, and the Fever had 5 days rest. Now it's the opposite. The Fever is going to play Toronto on Tuesday, and the Dream will be off, albeit on the road, for 5 days. So unless the ref is terrible, the officiating is terrible, we don't want no excuses on Thursday night, because they would have played 2 nights before the Fever. So this is going to be very interesting. So Semesco got 5 days to prepare for this, 4 days, whatever you want to call it, to get the offense, this, that. So we're waiting. That's all I'm going to say. And please, y'all, let me know what y'all think about you. Next game is Thursday. Indiana's going to play on Tuesday. So they got all this time to implement whatever they need to do for this matchup on Thursday. And if I see Boston throw elbows and he's not going nuts or crazy, then we're going to have an issue. Or is he the type of coach that just forgets what happened on Sunday with this whole Toronto mess? Because you can't get this out of your mind.
Let me tell you, Semesco. So you might as well fucking get mad now. He's a next play coach. It's all right though. It's
good in certain respects to be a next play coach.
He's a next play coach. And I don't want you to get irritated. You my man. So I don't want you to get irritated because he's preached that. He's told us that. He showed that last year. He's again this year. He showed that since the beginning. He's a next play coach. And it's okay. Like you said.
Bro,
It's okay.
Lord, he can be a next play coach all he want to. But they are roasting him all on different platforms. I'm telling you, from here to social media. They're not playing with him. And I'm going to tell you, the same way that Tiffany and them that night got on him, the next time they played, the next day was game day. You seen him change stuff up, do certain things. It was like they were listening, bro. Clyde, I kid you not, to everything Tiffany was saying, and the Dream wound up winning that game. So go ahead. I don't think this bro Clyde this time. If he do the way they getting on him on social, and you know one thing about TikTok in particular, they don't let stuff go. They replay. So if he let this go, and we go into this next game, I don't want to hear nobody complain about the Dream ain't playing right. Because we can't keep avoiding these players' mental health and say push on and play the next game like that.
Right.
Something has to be done. Something has to be done. We're gonna see, because I'm kidding you. I think it was me, Tiff, Gummy Bro. We was on late and everybody was giving, talking or whatever. And the next game, the Dream wound up pulling the game off, and everything that Tiffany was saying was in that game. I'm just saying.
You know what? He don't have to be animated. I just want to see him. They show him on the sidelines in the ref's ear. That's all I had to do. Be in the ref's ear, and maybe he'll do something behind the scenes where he's contacting people behind the scenes. Do that too.
He did, because I was a Bulls fan, Miss D. He different. Like watching Jordan them and watching their coaches and stuff. They were all in them refs. They didn't play.
Yeah, but
Phil Jackson and Doug Collins.
He did it a certain way. He did it a certain. Phil was more animated. I mean, Doug was more animated. Phil Jackson was more. He would get in the ear. He wasn't too animated all the time. But that's all. Look, you don't have to be animated, but we need to see you.
Right. I see what you're saying.
We need to see you at least go over to the refs. Point out some stuff. That's all I had to do. But it don't seem like he did that in yesterday's game. So I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Carl in the booth and the white booth didn't do what I told them to do, but we ain't got time for that. We need that pick rock water stuff. We don't need no puppy dog stuff for real. This is not a matter that's gonna go away. This time this one is big, guys. I mean, I keep going back to social government, and they still lighting it up. They said, "Look, they're gonna light it up for the day, and then they're gonna start back up for tomorrow."
This is not ADP. This is not a conduct thing. It's not an etiquette. It's a life thing. It's a real life situation.
Yeah.
And I just don't want baby girl to be in a
snap.
Yes, to be in a situation where she was in Chicago, where she had to defend herself, get fined by the league because she had a quiet coach who never fucking said or did anything and reacted and took it on himself. Okay? Just like Nancy Picasso. She said she was clapping at me. She wasn't clapping at you guys. She was clapping at me to make the call. She was not clapping at you. And I just want him to be a little bit, I'm gonna get off of Semesco. He asked for grace. I'm gonna give him grace. He asked for us to watch the process. I'm watching the process. What I don't like is that at times, he can be too quiet in needed situations. And that's all. Like
at times.
Well, along with watching the process, you have to watch your players' mental health. Let me tell you, when I taught pre-K for those 12 years, those kids that were a part of my life, so they had to be treated. For me, I treated them the same way I treated my kids. I protected them. You weren't gonna treat them any kind of way. You weren't gonna talk to them any kind of way, type of thing.
Yes.
So as a coach, he has to do the same thing. You brought her here. You are part of her family. You are part of being responsible for Angel Reese. So if anything happens to Angel Reese, he's going to mess around and find out. I'm just saying, I like you, Carl. I'm sorry, Carl. I was in that corner, nurturing corner, but sometimes this right here, when it comes to our players and our mental health, that's when I got zero tolerance for all that shenanigans of being quiet. No, talk your ish. Talk something, because Bro Claude, if you remember one of the games, it was one of the players. He was going off on the side for them.
Yes, he did. And like Keisha and Tony always say, if smoke is there, fire is there. And I believe that it is. I believe it is smoke for him being more vocal, but the fire has to come out of him when it comes to times like this, because it could have been calmed down, guys. I'm just saying, it could have been calmed down. Like Mo3 said, these was plays that was happening back to back. This wasn't a situation where, okay, in sporadic sprees of the game, this happened and this happened. No, this was going on simultaneously, but behind each other. So it had to come to a situation where you have to, as a professional coach, a professional ref, a professional basketball player, and the players that's around you, say, hey, let's keep focused. Let's cut this bullshit out, and let's play the game and beat these MFers, which they was going to do anyway. But, I would say this, guys, and we're about to get up out of here. I would say this, y'all. I want Angel just to be happy, okay? And to be great. Whatever comes to her, me personally, because I have a personal tie with her, I want her to be as great as she can possibly be. I don't want her light to be dimmed. Chicago, Atlanta, wherever she chooses to be, and wherever she calls home, that has to actually be home. And I think that the girls do love on her, ADP. Miss D, I do think, and Tiffy Co, I do think that her teammates do pour in a lot of love, but god damn it, y'all, you got to have some type of fight. You have to bag her up. You have to show aggression to the other team. And no, do you want to brawl, Bro Claude? Is that because of all I brought? No, I'm not fucking saying that, but somebody got to get pushed around. I'm just saying. And, and you see this in the NBA games of late, because the women's games have been kind of brutal. But when it's getting chippy like this, Angel should not be the fall guy. Alicia Gray should not be the fall guy, and Ryan Howard should not be the fall guy to do those.
Bro Claude, we can't go. We can't. It stops here. Action starts now. We can't see Angel break down like that again. And I mean that. We dealt with that last year. But this one right here, this was different. This was cold, guys. We got a serious problem. Something has to be done, and it's got to be done now.
I get it. I get it. So ADP, if there's anything else you need to say.
Angel could have also got thrown out and suspended if she would have took a swing at her.
Yes. So
and then
and
she would have got so much bad publicity from that.
And fine. So
yeah, and
MSL, you could go ahead.
And that, yeah. I have one more thing before we end, and that's what I'm talking about. If you ever notice, that's why I had to stop watching that show, Snaps. I have not watched it in about 3 years. But if she had a snap, you know what snap means? When a person snaps, they're not thinking. Okay, So she could have done that today. So they have to do something. A person can only take so much before they do snap, and there's nothing nobody gonna be able to do about it. But that's it, Gummy Bro.
Okay, go ahead, MSL.
No, it could have been a very, very dangerous situation. She could have hit Izzy. She could have, I mean, Izzy was already on the floor, so she couldn't push her down because Izzy had already taken her down because it looked like she was ready to cold cock her. Now, whether she changed her mind or her teammates got to her first, like ADP just said, you don't want a situation where it even comes to that. Once it comes to that, that means something crazy has happened. And it wasn't a flash moment. We all watched that first quarter. It was a buildup because she constantly got hit with, and so many weird things happened with the ball and nothing was done. But as she reached her hand out and touched someone, they blew the whistle on her, but then people can clobber her 3, 4, 5 times, no call. As ADP said, a person could only take but so much. So I do think that there's going to be a team talk. I do think that Angel's going to express her feelings to the team, to Smesko, and if Smesko blows her off, Angel may or may not say, okay, well, you know what, I'm just going to keep trying to make this work. Or just like with Chicago, she can keep all this stuff in her head and she'll be like, you know what, if I'm not getting what I want and I have the ability to leave, I am going to leave. And they have to know this. They have to know this. That if she gets all league honors, she can go without being cored. So basically, you gave up 2 picks for the next 2 years, and you don't have the player for those 2 picks. So she does have a certain level of leverage on them, and they're going to have to figure out a way to make this work, because if they don't, I wouldn't stay there either.
Tiffy.
Yeah, I think that Carl Semesko was a fraud. I think that is he
talk your shit, baby.
Listen, I'm tired of him. I'm over him completely and totally. I'm not saying that he can't help the team win, but right now it's giving first round exit. He's just a weak mentally, he's just a weak coach. Isabel Harrison, I suggest you glue on that shit can go wig for the next game that you playing in Atlanta. Cause girl, try it again. You're not leaving with that wig on your head, Miss Girl. And I also think that, it's sad that we've only seen maybe 3 or 4 flagrant fouls this season that were like actual flagrants, not like an accidental thing. And the only flagrant 2s that have happened in the WNBA in the past 3 years, 2 of them have been done on Angel Reese.
Yes.
That is intentional, that is specific, and it is an order from top down. The league decides who they want to protect and who they want to leave targeted. And it's not just the refs, it's not just the players, it's the coaches too. Sandy Brondello, you're a witch. You did it with New York Liberty, you're doing it again with the Tempo, and y'all still suck. So I think that ultimately it's up to us, and it's up to Carl. That he's a big boy. He's 50 years old, all right?
And just like Tyler Marsh, he's soft but lift a whole lot of weights and got that big old body.
He can, I don't care what, he could be Superman for all he like. But he better be opening up his mouth starting tomorrow, because this is going to be a horrible week of basketball if Carl Semesko just lets the refs and the other coaches play him like a female dog. Okay? He's going to be mollywopped up and down the court. He's going to be out-coached if he continues to allow the refs and the other teams to exploit his inability to stand up for his players.
Yep. Ms. D.
I agree with everything everybody was saying. He has to open his mouth. He has to be a little more in the press conference. Don't be so lackadaisical. Don't be like Coach Marshmallow. Open your mouth. You don't have to be animated, but just mention that, hey, I don't like the way Angel has been refereed. My players are being refereed. That's all I had to say. And then I want to see you get get next to the referees and kind of state your case. And because that you got it like Tiffy and MSL was saying, they refereeing her. They still want to make her the villain of the league for some reason. They still want that narrative, and it's getting old. Like, okay, it's over with. That narrative where you want to put her against CC and all that, make her the villain, and it's crazy. I don't get it. So you have to really protect her, even if it costs you a fine or whatever. Just you don't have to be like I say, you don't have to be like Cheryl or nothing like that, animated, because that's not your personality. But at the same time, you have to protect your players. They have to know that you going to say something, speak up for them. You don't have to be disrespectful. Just say, hey, I don't like the way my Angel is being refereed, and this have to stop. That's all I have to say. But,
Okay. Thank you, sister.
Mhm.
That articulated really, really good. And I know you trying to see Miss D is smart too, y'all. Miss D trying to figure it out. But I'ma just tell you, Miss D, me and Tiffy told y'all what you was gonna see. So I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let y'all talk about it, because I told you guys he likes to play 5 and out. He's a coach. He's a coach of analytical play, and he's a coach that really, really is a next play type of teacher. Okay, so go ahead, Mo3.
Yeah, he could be all that, but I gotta go. I'm going with Tiffany on this one, because I don't know what he gotta do, if he gotta manufacture it or something, but he gonna have to start getting some text,
Or
man.
buy
Like I
some
don't
courage juice.
yeah, something, man, because it seemed like he got like a one tech per year season rule. Like, yo, I can't get more than one tech. Like, what's going on with that? I don't understand that. Like, the amount of disrespectful whistles that Atlanta's been getting, he should have had like 10 techs already. And he's
And all
like,
coaches do is get fined. They don't get suspended.
yeah, he's just like, it's whatever. Even when he's saying the right things at the press, at the post game, he says the right things, but the way he says so cool, calm, collective, like it's like,
Like he's
what
happy.
yeah, like it's just a whatever, like she doesn't really get the call, she has a bad whistle, but that's just the way I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't out there making a
I'm
fuss.
right there. I'm right there with you.
I'm like, what the heck? This is one of the reasons why I preferred that Angel. I would have liked her to go to Dallas instead, because I felt like it was gonna be more of the same. But on Dallas, because Paige is there, that was gonna offset. They like, damn, we can't do it that dirty, because Paige is they. You know what I'm saying? If the CC thing don't work out, Paige is our backup, so we got to keep it kosher. So it would have been. I think it would have been this kind of the same, but more fair, because they couldn't do it that dirty like that.
And
Like,
don't
but
forget Jose. Jose seemed like he a
y-
G.
Jose ain't on that. And Semesco is the same thing from last year. He was just one of those pushover coaches. Like, he don't really, like, I don't know. He just, man, this man looked like, even when he's coaching, he looked like he should be sitting on his couch somewhere watching the game, drinking a beer. That's how he look on the sideline. I'm like, yo, what's up with this guy?
So
But
And there's no emotion on his face. He just always looks surprised.
yeah.
Mo3, ADP, Tiffy Cole,
I tell your mama you ain't shit.
Mr. Semesco, I'm just saying. It is what it is. We have to accept it. We have to play. We all have to live through it. I am going to also use my platform, which y'all already know.
But if they beat Indiana by 30 on Thursday, you'll change your tune, bro, Claude. So we'll have to see
I'm
what
not
happens.
going to change my tune. I don't drink the Kool-Aid, brother. Me
Oh.
and Tiffy already told you. We told you from game 1. I told you in the second game when you came up here on this panel, I told you, me and Tiffy is not going to drink the Kool-Aid. Show me, prove what I'm seeing and saying wrong. I'm not going ballistic on the coach. I know Sap said, hey man, sometimes it's just not just the coach. I get it. I understand. The coach is not out there holding the ball. The coach is not out here fouling. The coach can't shoot the ball. The coach can't make a player go or stop. But he also is involved in the game when it comes to the 94-50. He's on the sideline to show and say, hey, this is what I see. This cannot be this way. Can we go in another direction? And I land.
You know, they could have also been trying to prevent her from getting player of the week if you want to get into conspiracies, right? Because she had a 17-18 game, an 18-17 game. Well, sorry, a 17-17 is 17 or
25,
20,
25,
yeah,
25,
17-18.
and
then she had a 25-9. And if she would have had 20 points in this game,
yeah,
there would be no way you couldn't give her player of the week, especially with 3 out of 4 wins.
She still could probably get it.
No, she can still win because 15 is enough to have an average of around 18, 19 points.
Skylar got it.
She have like an 18, 19 points with like 14, 15 rebounds. Yeah.
So we'll leave it there, guys. I appreciate each and every last one of my panel members. Listen, man, y'all had a great show tonight.
Oh, Brokar, real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. I don't think a lot of us realize this. Last year, as we know, she was injured and Sloot didn't pass her the ball, and she started off with a really poor average. And then about the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th game, and then we know about the 10th game or the 13th game before the season ended, she didn't play, and she ended with a 14.7 average. And we all thought that the way she was going, if she would have played, she would have probably raised the average to 15, 16, 17 points. Well, voila, here we are with 13 games into the season. I don't know if y'all noticed, she's already practically at her average from last year at the 13th game. She's 14.6. If she would have scored 20 points in this game, she'd have been like 15. So she's almost at that 15-point threshold. So if you want to get into conspiracies, are they trying to keep her average down because she's got the other 3 quarters of the season to average 16, 17, 18, 19 points a game? Along with the rebounds and the assists, because we know she's going to get more assists as she starts to handle the ball more, because we all know Canada is not the solution.
AL504 said, why the hell he got her on this team? I'm with you, AL.
Well, I don't go as far as AOL. Like, AOL is actually more fired at Tiffany. Like, Tiffany at least got some rationalization of what she said. But AOL, everything is like a bullet, a torpedo, a hammer, a ballistic missile. Like, there's nothing basic with her. Everything is like a ballistic missile to blow up your whole
AL is she want all the smoke. She want all of the smoke. That's just the way AL is. She's an Angel Reese advocate. She's an Angel Reese fan.
And you need people like that.
And she ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. She
said to me, MSL, I don't think the coach want her. It's like, she keeps saying that to me. I'm like, I wouldn't go that far. But she still says, I don't think the coach like her.
She about that business. So you guys turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Please, man, please subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, hit the like button. It's free. It's free, you guys. Listen, y'all. Tell me in the comments what you think that Semesco can do better. Be nice in the comments, please. I just want Angel to win. I want her to be successful like we all do that come onto this channel. Most of us that's in the chat, we all are here not to be a one-sided type of player, because on this channel, I highlight each and every player of the WNBA, each and every player. And right here, you're going to get it fair. I'm going to call it fair. Even if it is our baby girl, she having a bad game or a good game, I'm going to say it. I'm going to give you detailed reasons of how, what it is, not excuse, but reasons of play. And I'll do my best, as long as Mo 3 is around, because he a sniper. And he'll call me disingenuous in a second, because that's my man. Listen, y'all, I thank y'all for what y'all done. I thank you for what you do. And I thank you for what you will do. And as always, go over to each and every one of the Simply Ball Dropping channels. Hit the like and the subscribe. Listen, we are a network that is sticking together, staying together, being together. You don't always have to agree with something, but you can agree to disagree. And that's all right too. Because I can be wrong. MSL know that. I can say I can be wrong. But I don't think so in this case. So y'all, I love y'all and I appreciate each and every last one of y'all being involved in the chat. I leave as I came after these messages.
Hood soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my
Hey everybody, my name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand, Bread House Butters. It sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America, because of course we make ours and crafted handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're gonna ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com and put your order in now. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone who supports.